ciencia.
La ciencia.
Yes, the hat is back now. The hat is back now. I still have not installed my new mixer, but I can hear myself for some reason. This thing is a sometiming. It's so sometiming. Hey chat, hold on a second. Let me fix this. Danke Shane, darling. Okay, so I did not get a chance. It looks like everybody else is going to get on the whole Myron gets called out again. What's up, Inkling? Where you been? Where you been? I ain't been seeing your crazy comments in here lately. Oh. Hope you are having an amazing day. I sure is. You been around? Kick title is wrong. I don't understand why it's... listen, I freaking changed that thing, and then for some reason it's not working. So it got to be a glitch. It has to be a glitch. Because I was like, that thing ain't going to sit up here and it's not going to sit up here and gaslight me, because I know I changed it. And it's a stupid glitch. I should send a message to them, because I got this help button. Hold on a second. How can we help you? Send us a message. Hold on. Let me send them a message. My title my title doesn't change to the new one when I start my stream. Is this a glitch? This happened yesterday and today. Okay. Damn it. I'm like, man, I'm not going crazy. Shoot. Okay. What about now? What about, is the channel changed back now? I mean, is the title? Hi, Joe. Hi, Nima. I had to say hello to you over there in Kick. My Kick numbers have gone down. I wonder if it's because of the time moving. But my workout, like I said, my workout is more important. My workout is way more important. It's fine. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. Uh-oh, hold on. That's them responding back to me. Hold on a second. What they saying? Hello there. This is a known issue and our development team is actively investigating it. Please be assured that we are working diligently to resolve this matter as soon as possible. In the meantime, please attempt changing your title using the title command in your chat. Feel free to let us know if you need any further assistance. Okay, thanks. All right. Daggone it. Oh, he's talking to me again. What is he going to say? He's typing. You are most welcome. Take care. Well, that was very nice exchange. I thought so. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. So it's a known issue. Have I answered all your questions? How do you know that was the next line? Although that's not what he said. Have I answered all your questions and concerns in a timely manner? You must be used to talking to customer service. So, okay, guys. So we have a decent show today. Oh, hold on. Let me. I got Kick running. So, just in case, I don't hardly get any love on Kick, which is fine. As long as I don't do no, because like I said, that channel was started out as a political channel, and now it turned into a social event channel. Hi Tree, I got my turn and Coke. I got my rum and Coke and ready for my Saturday entertainment of wisdom. Well, all right there, girl. Get your drink on. Well, I was about to say something. Oh, so I finished the podcast, so I'm going to probably be working on several videos. I got to finish I finished that one podcast. Man, those things take a long time to those things take a long time to edit. So I have the interview of me and Jasmine to edit. Oh boy, that's gonna take a lot of time because we were saying a lot of naughty stuff in that one. Y'all should listen to y'all should listen to the un the unedited version. I probably would say, hey, if you want to listen to the unedited version, here's this. Here it is over here. Cause we got a little nasty. Anyway, I'm doing my best to try to get the schedule back to between 5 and 6 o'clock. I would have started at 6, but I had to look presentable because today I said I'm going to be in front of the camera today, and I'm kind of glad I'm going to be in front of the camera today to do stuff like this. Because this woman, we're going to look at too after we talk about Myron. Myron Gaines done inserted himself into a whites only space, and oh boy was I upset with the whites. I said, if y'all gonna be white supreme pieces, oh my God, please stick to the daggone script. Listen, nobody loves blacks more than whites, and nobody loves whites more than blacks. Don't y'all ever forget that, okay? I'm like, holy smoke. You guys can't even stick to your own white supreme piece of code. And it's a fetish for him now.
Yep. I love me some me.
I know that's right. Go ahead, Joseph. Thank you. It's amazing that he wants to be in these spaces. So I can't play this video because it's unedited. And I don't know if I know O'Shea got it. Trust me. I don't know. And I know Abba and Preach got it, but Abba and Preach probably won't respond to it till next week. O'Shea gonna respond to it tomorrow because he's on that. He's smoking that Myron pack right now. But I just didn't have time. To edit it, right? So, so let's look at. I'm very disappointed in these white supreme pieces. I really am. I'm just let y'all know. I'm very disappointed. I take all this back about, I have respect for them. No, I don't. Because, listen, let's be clear. If there is a black only space, no person, the black people are they're never, ever going to let a white person up in there because it's black only. They're going to kick anybody who white out except for Sean King. Apparently, as long as Sean King stays married to his black high school sweetheart, he will always get invited to the cookout, and always people will pretend that he's black, although he is white. Now, there's a lot of heavy N-bombs with a hard R dropped in this space. So I'm gonna just until either I edit it or I get a video probably tomorrow.
Ooh-wee, I got a super
from O'Shea. I'll take one of his videos and show it because I know he's gonna edit it. Okay. Kevin! Good evening, Miss Tree. Mrs. Tree. Well, hello. Okay. How are you? Still salty, huh? Yeah. You're going to be real salty when I really get my schedule intact. Listen, Kevin is doing the, some of these men act like kids, right? They're trying to get a reaction out of you. They're like, I'm not going to give you no flowers. Yeah, I'm not giving you no flowers. The salt is delicious. It is delicious, though. Ice cream so good. But anyway, this is what I said, right? I said, now this is, so let me explain. Myron was in a whites only space. They literally said whites only. I don't know whoever clipped this did not clip the thing where it says whites only. And this is the problem with these white supreme pieces. They don't even stick by their own rules. So I was mad because I was like, but by the way, in a way, I wasn't mad because I was like, man, you gave me some content to react to, although I can't react to it the way I want to. But what happens is, it's the third time. This is the third time. So this is a fetish, though. This is a fetish. Okay? This is a fetish for him. He likes to get into these very racist spaces and act like he's not even Uncle Ruckus. He's not even trying to act like he's Uncle Ruckus. He's acting like he's literally white, but he has a tan. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, like, I never go into spaces where I'm not wanted. You guys know I'm not part of the Black community. So I don't go into spaces that deals with Black interests.
Ooh-wee, I got
of
super chat.
Black empowerment, Black politics, where they're talking about Black topics. I stay away from that because that's not my place. I can't sit up here and say I'm the skin folk who ain't your kinfolk and then tell myself, yes, reparation, yes. Save the Black community, yes. Now, there are some things I am concerned as a woman in reference to Black women. Like, there is a problem with Black women disappearing in Georgia. That's a problem. I'm very concerned about that. Okay? Just like if it was some kids. Smiley, thank you so much for the $2 tree. You O'Shea. You O'Shea has dirt. What? Okay, rewrite that. You O'Shea has the dirt he pet. Okay. Rewrite that in the comments, girl. When y'all drinking, just give me money. Don't type. just give me the money. Don't type it to me. Don't type it. Don't type. Just give it to me. Just give me the money. Okay. Anyway, so I want you guys to understand, like, when I see space, O'Shea has the dirt. He petty as hell. Yeah, I'm petty too. Petty is my favorite color. That's why I'm talking about Myron now. She rizzed that old frizzle dazzle like I know, like, what the world? She wrote it in the comments. I understand. We all petty. We smoking on that Myron pack. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I'm laughing to the bank like ha ha ha. Shoot. Can't tell me somebody petty when I'm Queen Petty. Have you met me? Tree, anyone that has lived in Africa with Myron types know they consider themselves white Arabs. I really hate this conversation because I hate to teach you all race. But he is Black. There are I don't want to do this. Okay? But there are 5 or 6 races. The first 3 I can think of at the top of my head are the Negroid, the Caucasoid, and the Mongoloid. And then underneath that, you have ethnicities. And it's always Black people who don't know the difference. Now, the problems with white people is white people tell my son, we all the human race. That's tarded. And they get slapped for that, right? But Black people literally don't know the difference between a Black and an Arab. And he's not Arab. You all don't know what an Arab is. Okay? He is not Arab. And then I have people arguing with me like, he not Black, he's Sudanese. Sudanese is a nationality. Arab is an ethnicity. Okay? The man is black. I know you hate him. I hate him too. But to sit up here and think that he's any other race but black just shows the ignorance you all have in actual race. You don't know the name. You don't know races. Okay.
Ooh, I got a super chat.
So it's something different, and he's not an Arab. He's not an Arab. Everybody from Sudanese is not an Arab. I know he has an ostrich beak. That's because there was some, I guess you could say, some inter-ethnic racial thing in his lineage, because his mama looked Arab. His daddy looked blacker than Wesley Snipes. Hold on a second. These people are genuinely mentally challenged, Tree, and this is coming from a mentally health nurse school teacher who works with patients on a ward. Yeah, well, Myron, hold on. I'm about to explain Myron in a minute. There you go, Astroloid. Thank you, Kim. Astroloid. Okay, yeah, so that's the fourth one. Tree, you should find the video of Ugandan president, blah, 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 telling me the same thing you're saying. Yeah, well, I don't need a Ugandan. Unlike other people, even though I went to inferior education, at least they taught us about the difference of the races. Like, I kid you not, in my inferior public education, they taught us how our bone structure is different, how our skulls are different, why. I bet you guys don't even know why black people have kinky hair or coarse hair. I bet you guys don't even know that. I bet you guys don't understand why our nose is a little bigger. This is the thing. I may not be associated with the black community, but holy smokes, not only do I love being black, I appreciate the characteristics that make me who I am, and I know why they are. It doesn't. Shut your... Okay. You get in a 30-minute timeout for saying something so stupid, Mark Anthony. What a dumb thing to say. Holy smokes. Men. I don't understand why y'all think any of this have anything to do with insects. Just how dumb y'all are. This proves my point how dumb you guys are. You guys don't even understand that there's a reason why white people hair is the way it is, and why black people and the descendants of Africans, the Negroids, why our hair is the way it is. This is what I'm talking about. The educational system is garbage. And this is why I will not allow you people to argue with me about race when you don't even know why my hair is the way it is right now. You think it's this way because of some damn insect. Nope, had nothing to do with hot water. I'm sorry. Bella, sorry. Oh my God, Bella. You're right. Sorry, I thought I read water. Yes, it's, hold on. Bella, you're right. I'm sorry, Bella. Yes, thank you. I saw water. See, I got mad when this idiot talking about some daggone lice. Okay, yes. Okay, listen. Because the sun, as Janine said, we're closer to the equator. The sun is out longer. It's hotter, okay? And therefore, we get too much vitamin D. This is the reason why our skin is darker, to shield us from too much of vitamin D, but also to protect our dome. The air is thinner, nose is shaped differently. Versus white people who are up in Europe, where the sun is further away. It's not shining all the time, and therefore their skin is lighter in order to absorb more vitamin D. Their hair is thinner in order to do that as well. And they don't have to worry about protecting their scalp, protecting their dome, because the sun is not going to burn them up like it is, those of us from the motherland closer to the equator. So this is what I'm talking about. And if you understand, this is why I just want to cuss white people out when they tell me something. There's only one race, it's the human race. No, there are different races. It's okay, by the way.
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat.
Okay? It's always different. All right? And when you understand this, you won't let people say stupid stuff about, Myron is not black. Myron is to the knees. No, Bella, I'm sorry. You were so right. I thought you were going to verb. No. I misread that because I'm angry. Well, I was angry. When I read it, I was angry. And then I calmed down and saw you say hot weather. That's what I saw. So my apologies. I get really irritated with this subject. You know what I'm saying? Kevon, $5. Miss Tree. So are the black aborigines in Australia Negroid or Astroloid? They are astroloids. So there's that. There you go. Races are just a result of environmental adaptation. Race is 100% real. People think race equals species. Oh, girl. Crazy. Great, thank you. Yes. It's just the environment. Okay? Thank you for saying that, Kim. It brings sanity to me. Now, Myron hates being black. Myron envies whites to the point that he identifies secretly as whites. He hates his black features. He obviously hates the fact that he bald, and that's not our fault. That's just bad genetics. Okay? And I just want you to understand, like, with him going so hard on the juices, he feels at home with these men. This is the reason why, when he was a DEI at his white university. He felt more at ease being around them. And that's okay. But what I don't like that he does is that, and it ain't going to work. I do agree with O'Shea on one thing. It's not that I disagree with him on a lot of things. I do agree with him on one thing. Myron keeps attacking white women. That ain't going to keep going down with white men. And he's trying to squeeze into these spaces, these white supreme piece of spaces, because they both equally hate the Jews. That ain't enough. They're not going to like the way you keep talking about white women. Even the white women that are a part of OF, because guess what? They're still white. O'Shea's right about that. It's like family. I want you to understand. If I have a brother, and my brother has BDBs in his head, and I call my brother nappy head, and I hit my brother upside the head, I could do that, but you better not touch him. You better not say nothing about him. You better not talk about his hair at all, or I'm gonna come up and whip on you. I can say what I want to say about my brother because he's my brother. you can't say nothing. You understand how that works? So it doesn't, I know you all think because these girls are OF, you're just thinking that's not how these white people think. These type of white people, sorry. They may be hoes, but they're their hoes. And as far as they're concerned, white hoes are here. Myron is here. Every time. Every time. So him talking bad about white women ain't gonna last too long. And they don't like it. Now, in reference to this thing here, that hopefully we get to listen to tomorrow, right? The thing about it is that I never go into places I'm not wanted. So let me show you what I said here. I said, if I see a men's only space, I stay out of it. This comes with self-esteem, by the way. I want you to know this, right? If you have high self-esteem, you don't go to where you're not wanted. You don't try to force your way into other places. So you want to know one of my biggest thing I hate about the civil rights? I hated the whole movement by Martin Luther King and sitting in white-only restaurants, making white people serve you. That's where the whole thing comes from. That's where the whole saying. Black people will go to the white man's restaurant because the ice is colder. That movement destroyed black businesses. That did more to destroy black-only businesses than anything else. Because when in the civil and during the 60s and before, especially during segregation, blacks had no choice but to spend the money with themselves. And I was like, and so I was raised differently. I wasn't raised to honor I wasn't raised to honor Martin Luther King. I was raised to look at Malcolm X. Be self-sufficient, do for yourself, do for your own people. But they're not on code, so I was like, and plus, you know, me, I'm like, nah, I'm done. Whatever, I'm out. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna march by the beat of my own drum. But because people had to go into white establishments, and the more that the white establishments didn't want them in there, the more they wanted to be in there. So a place where it's very selective and exclusive is very popular. A lot of people want to get, it's like these bags. A Chanel bag shouldn't be costing that much. A Prada bag, a Birkin bag, $10,000. What? That's because it's rare and it's exclusive. Okay. Do people just want what they can't have? Most people do. Okay.
Ooh-wee,
I don't want expensive things that like unless somebody gave me a is it pronounced Birkin bag? Unless somebody gave me one, I wouldn't spend that much money on no daggone bag. Like a girlfriend of mine got me a real Prada bag, $2,000. Once I found out how much it cost, man, I hardly ever go out in public with that damn bag. That bag is literally Reynolds wrapped. Okay, because it was like, what do you do with a bag like this? By the way, $2,000. This bag was purchased for me $2,000 in 2009. 2009. Do you know how much $2,000 was back in 2009? Collect what? I only got one. How am I going to collect it? It's only like one daggone Prada bag. It probably is worth more, but it's in pristine condition. Okay. Would your friend be mad if you sold it? Absolutely. I promised her on my life I'd never sell it. I mean, she made me do the whole thing. She made me do all of that. So no, I would. And I'm gonna keep my word. I don't break my words to my friends. I do my best not to break my word. Period. Okay, hold on. Somebody gave me some money. Who was that? TJ. Hi, TJ. Thank you so much for the $5. Hi, Tree. Have you seen Nikado Avocado dramatic weight loss reveal? It's not worth checking out after your stream or during your cool down. If not, worth checking out. Okay, we'll check it out. Hey, remind me, TJ, during cool down. We'll look at it. So, before civil movement, white people were begging to come to Harlem to check out the jazz spots and entertainment. Harlem was on and popping, and white people knew where the talent was. And the food! And the food! They liked the food too. He's super skinny now? Huh, okay. Last time I saw him, he was fat and eating a pizza. So, okay, I'll look at it. I'm definitely curious. So, yeah, so this is the thing. So Myron wants to be white so bad. He wants to act white. This is the whole, when he was going on a rant, talking about the pineapple, the SpongeBob's in the pineapple house. Like, that's something white people would say. But his anger towards blacks is unnecessary, unfounded. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be associated with the community, then just ignore them, dude. But you keep talking about FBA this, add-ons that, reparations ain't getting this, that, the other. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, so I just want you guys to understand, like, I think all these people should have their spaces. But white people can never be loyal to their own race. And that's why I was like, oh no, I'm going to talk bad about this. Like, wait a minute. If it's a white only space, if it was a white only space, why did you let him in there? So I said, if I see a men's only space, I stay out of it. Listen, I know some women are curious. Trust me. As a little girl who listened in on my father's men's night down there in the basement. What do they call that? What do they call it? Jeez, I forgot what he called that down there. Anyway, man cave. Down there, his man cave. No, CT, I said it first. I said it first before you said anything. This is the second time that happened. I come up with the name on my own, and then somebody in the chat says it, and it looked like I got it from them, but I came up with it myself. That's bothering me. That happened yesterday too. I was like, I'm gonna remember this name. I remember this name. I remember this. And who was that? I forgot who that was that did it. Oh, that was Samantha. That hating. No, was that you, Samantha, yesterday? Oh, hating ass helper. Anyway, Myron also is the one who said female coochie is disgusting because he's gay. female cootie cat is disgusting to a gay man. That's why. Anyway. So I said, if I see a men's only space, I stay out of it. If I see a black interest space, I stay out of it. If I see a whites only space, I stay out of it. I don't go to places where I don't belong or where I am not wanted. Myron wants to be loved by white racists so badly. Not whites, white racists. It's a difference. It's important that you guys understand the difference when I say white racists, not the whites in general. Okay? He wants the white racists who don't like black people because he hates blacks, who hate Jews because he hates the Jews, blame Jews for everything. I got a problem with these people with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you blaming you blaming the Jews for stuff that you guys did. Like, you can't get away from that. But the difference is that these men don't hate their women. They just want to subjugate their women. They want their women off the daggone workplace and all this other stuff, right? So that's the difference. Like, Myron hates women because he's gay. Sorry, I said that wrong. He's a homosexual. Okay? These men love poontang. Myron doesn't like poontang. And so my question is, I swear to God, guys, I swear to God. Now, y'all know I got some very colorful people following me, right? How does Myron find these places?
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat.
KS and Dr. Pan, why do you think he wants validation from white racists so badly? He wants validation from white racists so badly because of all of the hatred and the anti-Semitism that he's spewing. He wants validation from them. I know that sounds crazy because this is what I was getting mad at the white supreme pieces. I was like, you guys can't even have your own space without it getting darked up. So this is the reason why you can't sit up here and blame the Jews for stuff that you always do. This is what you did. You don't even live by your own standards. This is the thing. Myron wants to be. Okay, I hate to use the slavery. Oh, I hate to use this, but that's the only way I can explain myself. During slavery, you had the field slaves and you had the overseer. Press 1 if you know what I mean by the overseer, right? For those of you who don't know the overseer is the slave that makes sure that the other slaves are doing their work that they're supposed to be doing. He's also the one that gets to whip and beat all the other slaves instead of massa. All right. He's also the one to make sure that they don't oversleep, the ones that don't take a long break. Okay. He want to make sure that they're not goofing off, this, that, and the other. So he's the one to keep a sharp eye on everyone. And if anyone gets out of line, he's the one that does the punishing. So he's like the absolute worst. The overseer is the worst of all slaves. As a matter of fact, I know black people always call us house Negroes, but honey, they would take a house slave over the overseer any day. Myron is the overseer who is doing all this extra stuff against not only black people, Africans, his own Sudanese, his own people from Sudan, but he's also going against women and basically trying to shame them to go back into the kitchen, to accept subjugation and submission and blah, 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 blah. And what he's doing is he going to this group of people and saying, look here, boss, look at what I done did. I done called Tariq Nasheeda. N-word, I told him he ain't getting no reparation. Oh, and look at what I told her hussy here. She was here being a 304 showing her body, and I done shamed her, okay? Now, I know she's still, got the OnlyFans, but at least I made her, put me on block. Aren't you proud, master? Aren't you proud? Aren't you proud? That's Myron. He wants to be accepted as one of us, gooble gobble, we accept them, one of us. Overseer got extra helpings of porridge and better accommodations and better clothes, and the overseer also got shoes. While all the other slaves was out there barefoot, the overseer got himself some nice old fancy shoes. And also one of the master's hats that he didn't want to wear no more. Okay, the overseer was living good, honey. KS and says shoes, woo wee, You know you living high and hog when you got yourself some shoes, girl. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it's the one it's a situation that he missed, that he had when he was going to that university. I forget the university, and I don't feel like looking it up. But the university he graduated from, he was the only black person. And he enjoyed that. He enjoyed the white culture. And yes, white people do have a culture. He likes the white culture. He's down there in Miami. He is not surrounded by white culture. You're surrounded by Cuban, Haitian, black, and Hispanic, and you like a little bit of everything. If he wanted white culture so bad, he should have took his butt over there to Wisconsin. So there's that. So anyway, so I said, I don't go to places where I don't go to places where I don't belong or where I am not wanted. I just don't. I have so much, oh my God, I have too much self-esteem to subject myself into a place where I'm not wanted, where I don't belong. I also don't want to disrespect certain places. For example, there are a lot of like Sonny Johnson and I follow each other. So whenever she's in a space that either she created or she's in a space that she's joining as a speaker, it's always dealing with black interests, right? Black politics, building up the black community, anything dealing with black empowerment. I don't belong in these spaces. You understand? So I stay out of them. The only time I will go into a space is when it's neutral and it's not race specific to blacks. I'm not part of the black community. I'm not in the black community. I'm just black. But I have no interest in helping the black community because I don't associate myself with the black community. I'm separate. So why would I join a space when I don't even contribute to the betterment of the community? That's hypocrisy. So I stay out of it because, hey, that's not my fight. And I have divorced the black community, so I don't belong there. And I don't belong in a men's only space for obvious reasons. And I don't belong in a white only space for obvious reasons. I never look at these spaces and say, I'm going to try to go in there and look at it. I'm trying to go in there and check it out and just and see how it is. No, I don't do it. I respect people's spaces. Whites only? Cool. I'm not going to join in there. If it was a women's only space, I'll be like, oh, I'm a woman. Okay. Yep. Let me go in there. But then if they go in there and start talking about something stupid, I'm out. Myron wants to be loved by white racists so badly that he's willing to be publicly humiliated for it. I have a funny feeling this is his new kink because this is the third time this has happened. I can justify this saying right here. Every time Myron gets degraded, humiliated, and ostracized by these type of white people, he ain't got that smoke like he do for women. You see how he argues with women, cuss women out, call women all kind of B's and A's and S's and 304s and stuff like that. He bucks up at them, cuss them out. He don't do that with the men, especially white men. He ain't got that smoke. The smoke you see him have for women, he is a submissive, and I'm telling you as a pro-dom. I'm telling you as a dominant. I know a sub when I see one. And when I saw, now maybe I missed it. Maybe my anger and my hatred for this man, the second time this happened, I was like, ugh, he's an idiot. But this was different. He was monotone, soft-spoken. He didn't curse. He didn't use any profanity. He just, the dumbest thing he did was accuse somebody from Australia and said, "Are you British?" Clearly he's from Australia. Okay, I can see if you confuse someone from New Zealand from Australia, but they don't sound British. I'm sorry. There's nothing. You cannot listen to somebody from the down under. It's like, is you British? What is this? Is you British? And ooh, he got so offended. Oh, that's when they kicked him. That's when they kicked him out. When he called an Aussie guy a Brit, they kicked him out and then called him an N-word with the hard R. It's like, this is a white-only space. This is a white-only space. But here's the deal, and I'm telling you this. Listen to me. I'm a domina. I'm telling you. People have different kinks. And when there is a such thing called humiliation kink. Y'all know I know because there's so many men come to me just to get humiliated publicly. It gets them off. With Myron, there is race play in kink. You have the juices going to white people, especially Germans, and have them act like they're back in Auschwitz. All right? You have, and I'm speaking from experience, white people who go to black dominers and want to be treated like slaves and want to be called every racial slur that you could think of. Okay? They want to be reminded of how awful they are and how pale and pasty. They want it all, honey. And then you have black men, seen it with my own eyes, when we were in the dom house, black men going to white dominers to be racially shamed, humiliated, and dominated. With Myron, to keep coming into these spaces that clearly says whites only, just to be called an N-word with the hard R, he's getting off on this. You do it once time, it's a whoops. Do it a second time, I'm going to tilt my head. Do it a third time, it's a kink.
Boom! Headshot!
None of you all, unless you have low self-esteem, would ever subject yourself to the opposite race to humiliate you like this. Knowing that somebody's going to clip it and then talk about it and spread it around. So this is the third time this has happened. And guess what? It's going to be a fourth. It's going to be a fifth. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I put something out there to see that make sure that this happens. I was having a very good conversation with a member from this group, and I was like, "You guys cannot stop blaming the Jews when you allowed a non-white person to come into the space. So how is it that you guys can't even stand by your own code? Why is that? What are the psychological reasons to desire to be humiliated? It could be because of envious of the different ways they were treated. I don't know much about Myron's upbringing, but I think he finds could be envious of how whites were living a better life than how he was living, and therefore wish to be part of them. An honorary black, and you have honorary, believe it or not. I found out that there was I found out that the Hells Angels created a special gang because of this one black guy who did a lot of the footwork. Now, Hells Angels, unless it's changed, they will never allow somebody black into the Hells Angels, right? So, but there was this one, the leader at that time was best friends and was cool with a black man that did a lot of beat 'em up and arms deal, did a lot of the physical reinforcement on behalf of the gang, of the Hells Angels. And so because he was their favorite and it was against the rules for them to allow anybody black into the Hells Angels, they created a new gang and let him be in charge of it. That was like an affiliate to the Hells Angels. I got to go back into my biker history to go find out what the name of that. Does anybody know what the name? See, if you say it, I may not even remember. Is that like the Prince Hall? I don't know, JD. I'm pulling stuff so far from my memory. Because I found that fascinating that this one black guy was beloved by the Hells Angels, but he still wasn't allowed to join their motorcycle club. So they created no. It wasn't the Outlaws. No. This is Outlaws were already out when the Hells Angels created this. Tree, I mean, like the Masons made the Prince Hall for. Oh yes. Thank you. Yes. Good point, JD. Very good. Yes. Right, the Prince Hall for. Yes, that's right. They made the Prince Hall for blacks. So I think when you come up with so much self-hatred and then you look at another race that you really envy, you try to appease them, you try to please them, you try to do everything you can to cater to them. Okay. The difference between, somebody like Myron and me is, one, I love being black. I keep telling y'all, this one saying, ain't no hair hat here. By the way, not against wigs. I told y'all, if I could rock that daggone Donna Summer wig that my husband hates so much, I would. Don't be surprised if I come on to my stream with that Donna Summers wig on. But I love my dreadlocks. I love my hair. Okay. I love my black features. I love being black. I just separate myself from the community, but I don't degrade them. I don't talk down upon the community. All right. I just like, hey, except if you come if you come on my Twitter with this, you are a bed wench, okay, you are a raccoon, if you doing all that, then I'm going to come at you with some venom. Honey, David Duke ain't got nothing on me. Okay? I will come at you hard. And the white supreme peace is going to be taken over there taking notes. So that's the difference between, I'm like, I mind my own business. Don't come over here and tell me what to do. I'm doing my own thing. And that's the one thing that gets on my nerves with black people is that they see me, they see I'm black, and they automatically imprint their lifestyle upon me, thinking I'm going to focus on black stories. I'm going to focus on black interests. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm going to do what I want to do. Nope, it's not the Satan's angels. I'll go look for it. I'll go look for it when I get a chance. Kevin, Miss Tree, does Candace want to be a honorary white? I don't think so. I don't think so. Candace knows that it might be the dragons. Hold on, Bella. Don't quote me. It might be the dragons. Candace understands the power of being a black woman, so I doubt very seriously she wants to be white. Candace enjoys white culture as a black woman, which ain't a bad thing. So, no, Candace does not Candace doesn't want to be an honorary white at all. But it might be the dragons. I gotta go look. It might be the dragons. It might be the dragons. So. I listened to a space Myron was in one time, and he kept complaining about black women and called a lady who was arguing with him the N-word, hard R, and monkey. He's such a weirdo. Yeah, but he's doing that to appeal to these men. But listen, what's amazing is that these men are racist. Do you know you can have a conversation with a racist without being called an N-word with the hard R? Did y'all know that? Did you know that you can literally have a civilized conversation with a hardcore white supreme pizza without them spewing all kinds? Because you understand, he's a try hard with the hard R stuff, and it's pretty cringe. It's pretty cringe when you start going to hard R and the monkey and all this other stuff. It's cringe, and you just a try hard. But a real white supremacist doesn't have to do any of those things. You understand? He ain't got to do any of that. All right. And if you talk to them, they will talk to you respectfully. But they just don't have a filter on what they don't want to deal with, what they do want to deal with, this, that, and the other. You can't have a civilized conversation with Myron. He's too low IQ for that. I respect racists, actually. I do. If you can be that with your chest, I respect that. Absolutely, I respect that. Because I'm tired of cowardice people who really feel this way being quiet and hiding behind, I love everybody, I don't see no color. I don't respect those people. I don't respect that at all. Because if I know who you are, I know how to act accordingly. I know, okay, don't ever ask this person for a ride, or don't go to this person when you need something, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I know how to deal with you when I know your belief system and I know what you think about me. The most insincere whites are the ones who are racist, but they pretend that they love everybody. How we're talking badly about black women bother white men. It doesn't. I didn't say that. Did I say that? No, I didn't say that. I said it doesn't bother white. I said talking badly about white women, not black women. I ain't say nothing about no black women bothering no white man. I said white women. Talking badly to black women is to appeal to white races. That's what that's about. I ain't say nothing about no I didn't say nothing about bother white man. I said talking badly about white women, which he does a lot, will bother white men. That's why I said I agree with what O'Shea said. They ain't gonna take too much of him clowning white women too long. That's what I said. I ain't say nothing about the other stuff. Okay, you got it. Okay, great. Yeah, they are the worst people. I can't stand people who pretend to be good people. Right. Those are, listen, you all should hate the ones that pretend that they're not racist, even though they do things that are racist. Those are the ones you're supposed to hate. I am reinforcing the attitude of be a white supreme peace and proud, so I know who you are, so I can stay away from you. You should know how to behave when you know who you're dealing with. You could literally befriend one of these people who hate you, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're strung up in some tree. You see what I'm saying? I showed a friend of mine a picture of Myron and asked her what she
Ooh-wee, I got a super chat.
what she thought of him. She doesn't know him. She said he looks like a Arab that was cooked underneath the sun. Yeah, that's that nose he got from his mama. So many of these pro-black men don't like black women, but the same token, there's white supremacists in America that don't like white American women. Pro-blacks don't like black women? When was that? When did that happen? You mean a manosphere don't like pro-black? I've never met pro-black men that don't like, I'm not pro-black and I'm not into black men, but the last time I checked on the pro-blacks, they like black women. I don't understand this. Healing with Dominique, what's up, girl? Inkles said, I hate everyone equally, okay? I'm at work, but I just wanted to show you some love. I missed a few live streams. That's okay, girl. It's cool. $19.99. We're going to round that up to $20 from KS and Dr. Pan. I know my name is a pain. LOL. You can call me Cass. Thank you, because it is a pain. Because I'm like, what is this writing here? I listened to your convo with Jasmine the other day and appreciate how candid y'all were and how women should respect themselves in front of arrogant men. Thank you. Wasn't that a good one? Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. I'm going to be working on I'm going to be up all night editing that video so we can have that ready. So that's the only video I have to edit now. That I'm so glad you guys loved that interview. I knew when I was talking with her, I was like, oh my God, man, she is saying some good stuff. Dude, that was so good. Oh, I'm like, girl. She's so powerful. I really like it. I really, I knew TJ, I knew you like her. I know you like Jasmine, because we like the same type of women. But that is a good video. I'm going to have the PG version available next week. So, yeah. I'll probably release the podcast one tomorrow, and then on Monday, release the other one. Excuse me. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, we stands us some Jasmine. She's so powerful and empowering. And I'm gonna invite more women that are in the industry to come and talk to me like that. As of now, I'm gonna keep the title. Hookers, whores, and 3 hours. That's what I'm gonna do. So. It was a funny interview too. It was? Gosh, man, when she told me what that girl, the host said, call me daddy, that just sucked the air out of my chest. Cause I thought that was a guess. I was like, girl, see, I can't listen to call me call me daddy. Because when I listened to that, I listened to a guest say something stupid like that. I just like, no, that was the host. I was like, no, not the host. The host said that. Oh my God. Ain't no, I could never relate to that. Especially when y'all talked about Pearl. Yes, so guys, listen. Jubilee is going to release a thing with her and Pearl. Sorry, with Jasmine and Pearl. Now, Jubilee is a little like they be wanting to strike people. So I got to be very careful of the stuff I use. I'm probably going to have to use, I'm going to be creative. I'm going to be creative. So, so there's that. Oh my God, Jasmine had me cracking up. She ate Pearl. She sure did. Oh my God, I completely forgot about Pearl. Yeah, so Pearl, when Jasmine and I was talking, she said she doesn't know when they're gonna release it, but Jubilee did a thing about I forgot what the title was, because she said, and Pearl was there, and she said, girl, look at it. And yeah, Jasmine was tearing her up. She said, oh my God, you think she looked bad in pictures? Wait till you see her in person. Did you tell Jasmine how to fight Pearl? No, they had already did it, Lily. When they already did it. When she told it to me, she says you should wait until you should see the Jubilee thing that I did with Pearl. I was like, what? What? It was feminism against MRA. No, it wasn't that, because Jasmine is neither. I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't think. Wait a minute. Maybe Jasmine. Maybe she identifies as a feminist. I'm not sure. So I probably. I don't know. So yeah, she got it real good, dude. She was talking about the short dress. I'm excited about editing the video now, because I was like, oh man, we are using so much bad language, dude. This is gonna be a headache to edit for the YouTubes. But anyway, probably gonna have her. She said if I need any help, so the co-host and everything like that, she'll be more than happy to do so. So I said, I'm definitely gonna take your word on it. I think I got 2 people I want to bring on. Just us. I'm not gonna say their names yet, because if they say no, then I'm gonna move on to someone else, and then I'm like, bring Jasmine, because she always know how, and she's so easy to get along with. You see what I'm saying? Like, for somebody as popular as her, and with men all in her inbox and emails and stuff like that, homegirl, she's on it. She gets back to me. And we have good communication. There's no misunderstanding and none of that. So there's that. I remember I had a guest. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was a headache. I was like, girl, you know what? I don't think I like you, so never mind. I rescind my invitation. It ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? Getting you to child play. Hey, Judgmental, I'm so sorry. I'm just now looking at you. I got a computer behind me, so if you're still there, hi. Over there on Kick. All right, let's go. Okay, hold on, guys. Before I gotta get this ready. So as I get this ready, let me explain to you this next video we're gonna watch. So there's this chick. She's a libtard, and she did a video. I don't even know her name. Her name is Sphere. And her video popped up in my her video here she go right here. Her video popped up in my algorithm. And the title is called I infiltrated the Manosphere. Now, all of this part right here is just garbage. Because she's, trying to paint Jordan Peterson as an alt-right, right-wing, Manosphere. Like, it's just all because Jordan Peterson doesn't want to use pronouns. It's pretty stupid. So I disagree with her completely on that. It's dumb and it's too wordy and it's so much fat in it that's been stuffed in there that it's just a waste of time. However, she did an excellent breakdown of the Manosphere and the red pill when she gets to Fresh and Fit, but also when she talks about the incels and the Manosphere. This right here, she gives a perspective I've never heard before, I've never seen before, and made me go, huh. So we're going to spend the rest of the and trust me, you're going to like this, by the way. We're going to spend the rest of the show looking at that. Okay. And trust, you're going to really, really like this. Okay. Vanessa said, yeah, I tried to watch the video, but couldn't get through yeah, Vanessa, the beginning is trash. Like, this video did not have to be this long, but she fills it with so much stupidity. But right here is where we get to the juicy part, the meat of the matter.
You a chance to prepare for his terroristic misogyny. It just kind of hits you in the face. At first, this passage seems way more forward than today's pickup artists. I began my descent into this category by watching the infamous Fresh and Fit. You've probably
look, y'all see how Chris was thin back there? Now he a fat boy.
Heard of them.
And they want to talk about some daggone women hit the wall.
They are so controversial, so violently misogynistic, that their channel was demonetized within 3 short years. Not to mention the fact that this podcast cost one of them their job with Homeland Security.
And then I moved to Miami, started up the podcast, and they brought me in and they're like, hey, you're saying controversial stuff on the internet, you gotta pick one. And then, I ended up going the entrepreneur route.
Fresh and Fit began posting content in October of 2020, as if that year couldn't get any worse. Myron is one half of the team. Before entering the world of podcasts, he had a YouTube channel dedicated to fitness, hence the nickname Fit.
So she didn't even know his real name. Amaru Fidel, or Amru, aka Myron Gaines, which is a play on words, are Myron my gains. Okay, but okay.
What's up, guys? Myron Gaines here from Unplugged Fitness. Thanks for tuning into the video. Today, we're going to talk about muscle hypertrophy.
And of course, before that, he was a Fed working in the drug and human smuggling sphere. That makes his undying support of, say, Andrew Tate, a Manosphere personality who's been charged with rape and human trafficking, all the more concerning. The other half, the least interesting half of Fresh and Fit, is this guy, Fresh Prince CEO. Who named you that? I mean, I know Shakespeare is kind of corny, but come on, man, I'm not calling you that. Let's say his name is Simon. Myron and Simon. Simon previously worked at AT&T, Chick-fil-A, and a website company that believed in women's empowerment. The irony just keeps getting thicker. But he ended up on YouTube, where he would post staged prank videos for his audience. The issue came when Myron met Simon. Their early videos focused on putting men on game, which is just dude bro podcaster talk.
Here's the thing. His real name is Walter. Now that I'm watching this the second time, I'm like, wow, she really didn't do her interview. She didn't do her due diligence. Like, if you didn't want to call him Fresh CEO, you could have called him Walter. Or the little crusty one like we do. Like, his name is Walter. Why not just call him Walter?
For saying hello to a woman. They discussed which bars to go to in Miami. They shared tactical guides for sourcing girls at clubs. Yes, they used the word sourcing. And they even made a video co-hosted by a male porn star titled How to
Yeah, we know who that is. That's Sterling. He closed down his OF page, by the way. All right. Amazing that Sterling can be a 304, but not women, huh? Okay, all right. Lily, what's Sterling's first name? Yeah, he's a homosexual. That's probably why Myron likes him so much. Oh, I got a picture of Jake and Myron in the gym. Oh my God. The only thing missing from that daggone picture is a rainbow. Sterling Cooper. Okay, so I was calling him by his first name. What a Sterling Cooper. Yeah, so this is Sterling Cooper he talking to.
Form in bed. Myron and Simon would one day fuse to become the freakiest final boss in Manosphere history, but these early videos were just kind of plain. Don't get me wrong, their early videos are run-of-the-mill entitlement, misogyny, and creep shit. I really don't want to pretend stuff like this is normal because it's not, but it was something I was expecting. It was nothing as whiplash-inducing as Weber's book, for instance. And that's because it isn't as straightforward. In the beginning, Fresh and Fit constantly curbed their negative speech. They would say something atrocious like,
Bro, you kick girls to the curb, immediately they don't want to give you sex.
but in the very same breath, they would—
What? No, they don't. Listen, I swear to God, and I know I'm probably projecting too much, but have any of you all been kicked to the curb? Next thing you know, you want to just like ride the rodeo show? Like, what is this?
add on an obligatory white flag.
A girl is under no obligation to give you sex, guys. Obviously, you know, it's her body, her choice. But you know what? It's your attention, your choice too. You kick her out the curb, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It's like causing—
Yeah, because you can move on to somebody else's worth her time. I agree with that. It's except that you guys can't take rejection. No does not mean no to you all. And then when we finally give you the no that you hate to hear by cussing you out, then you want to start being violent. Idiots. Most daggone emotionally damaged people in the world, these men.
an injury and then personally applying a band-aid. It doesn't make what you said okay or right or helpful. In fact, it might piss me off more, but it creates plausible deniability. Their early work can't be accused of promoting violence or misogyny because they don't use forward enough language. This is intentional. It's like Fresh and Fit were trying to get people in the door to seduce them into their lifestyle before they decided to lock the doors and accelerate their propaganda. Fresh and Fit position dating as this extreme sport. In their minds, it's almost like women are a hard equation, or even a dangerous adventure game that you need bravery and wit to conquer. They end up using patriarchal language to reaffirm this belief. They argue that women only view men as providers, whether that be providers of money, fun, or attention varies on the context. In Fresh and Fit's eyes, neither man nor woman desire deeper connections with each other. Men just want sex, and the women they want sex from just want money.
Well, those men only want sex, though. Except for Myron, he wants sex from men. But that's all they talk about. Why do you think the women from the OF crowd come on to these shows and make a lot of money? Because men are only you looking at them. And by the way, Myron primes his audience to only pursue women for sex. He literally does that. So I'm sitting here saying, like, yeah, it's okay if you're going to go after women for sex, then you better have some deep pockets. And he tells them they need to get their money up. So yup, they're doing exactly what he's teaching them. So these belief systems are based upon how they've been primed.
Attention. So, Fresh and Fit's guidance for men is to make more money and to be more alpha. Naturally, since men are doing their part of the equation, so to speak, women have to do their part by sleeping with these men. It's all very dehumanizing. Women are not considered people in the world of game so much as they are seen as wet vessels for pleasure. Even though Fresh and Fit spew out men's rights rhetoric, their lessons also dehumanize men. In their eyes, men are nothing more than stoic ATMs whose only goal should be self-pleasure. They're similar to Matt Rife in that way. He implies that men's only goal, only purpose, is to live transactional lives. The only time you, as a man, should build relationships or connect with other people is to get something out of them. Humans are social creatures. We thrive on feeling seen and seeing others. If men aren't allowed to do that, if they're made fun of for genuinely caring about women or their friends, what does that make men?
Okay, these men, they're different men, and these men are trash. And there are men that care about women, all right? And there are men who are like, you know what? I want to grow with a woman. Okay, we're not talking about these people. We're not talking about these men at all. The men who are part of the red pill community, they are damaged goods, and they went to the red pill community because of lack of strong father in their lives. Or because they got dumped, or they're sexually frustrated, or they've been clowned, or they feel entitled to a woman's body, but they keep getting rejected. So they're looking for these answers that they can't find in their own home or from their own father or father figure. And so these are pay pigs. These are men who are used to not give a solution to any of their problems, but also to funnel more money. Andrew Tate does it all the time. Well, he used to do it. He used to brag about taking the keyboard and talking to the men while the woman was in front of the screen. And then here you have Myron talking about, oh, these 304s, look at them. But guess what, guys? For $1,000, you can get on this yacht and see all these pretty women. It's in the end, it's always to take money out of the men's hands because they have the expendable income, a big expendable income, more than I ever could think. Like these guys put the makeup industry to shame financially.
Joshua Thornburn's study shines a light on how insidious this thinking is for people joining the Manosphere. In their study, they reference the story of a 15-year-old boy, who we'll call Cody. Cody began posting in Manosphere Reddit threads about an issue he was having. He became enamored by pickup artistry and religiously watched videos within this niche. The issue is he was friends with a girl who he admired, a girl he cared deeply about, but a girl nonetheless. He would walk her home, protect her from creepy men, and would share deep and personal conversations with her. Now, Cody explains that he does have a crush on this girl, but he doesn't mind if she just wants to be friends. He genuinely respects her and values her presence. But that's not what the Manosphere teaches. Women are romantic and sexual objects. They can't be friends or confidants.
I have no friends that are girls, bro. Either we're smashing or we're not. That's it. So
Facts, man. No free attention. Shout out to Alan Roger Curry, man. Like, if you're willing to sit there and not get sex from her, right, and be her friend, you're valid.
Where's Alan Roger Curry now? Just saying. I'm just saying. Like, you guys don't understand that your hatred for women, all right, is your demise. It will never end well for you in the end. Okay? It will never, ever end well for you in the end.
Dating her heavy. You're basically, what you're saying is your presence alone is good enough, and I will sit here and wait for you to give me sex. And the reality is this: guys that are good with women, alpha males, etc., they don't let women leverage sex against them in return for some kind of compliance. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cody wondered if he was doing something wrong by respecting this girl. This is how it starts. You start second guessing your motives. You turn away from your brain, your heart, your moral compass, because someone else is telling you to do so. Imagine someone joining the Manosphere at Cody's age or even younger. Imagine ingesting this content throughout your teenhood and well into your adulthood. What would your mindset be like? Would you still feel conflicted? Would you ask questions or seek reassurance? Or would you act without consideration? While watching a Fresh and Fit podcast episode, I saw a donation come on screen from a 23-year-old man. He stated that he began watching Manosphere content at 17 and was thankful for all that it taught him. He's grateful to have been red-pilled during the most formative years of his life. There's no telling the havoc he has undergone or the havoc that he has inflicted upon others. It's really no wonder how Fresh and Fit became so popular. They fed the insatiable beast of the internet with clippable videos and unhinged takes. But through the cesspool of misogyny, they started to fashion themselves as activists. They were carrying the burden of those too weak to manage. They were the voice of the voiceless. In their eyes, they were simply standing up for men everywhere who were being taken advantage of by greedy women. They taught
and they decided to take advantage of it. So you see what I'm saying? They sit up here and say, yo, man, we're going to protect you from these women. And for $5,000, you know what I'm saying, you can basically sign up for my course. Or for $2,000, you can have a private consultation with me. Oh.
And how to fight back in the toxic game of love. Except none of that is true. Fresh and Fit don't actually care about men, at least not the men outside of their direct vicinity. How can you claim to care about men when you peddle the very poison that got them sick in the first place? Fresh and Fit promote every ill of patriarchy. They suggest never getting close to another person. Every woman is meant to be held at arm's length, just close enough to use her body, but far away enough that you don't have to learn her mind. Every oppositional voice, no matter their gender, are enemies that deserve public.
All of them are miserable, though. All of them, like, there's not one happy person that's from fat ass Chris. By the way, Chris got fat. He got fat. Y'all want to talk about women hit the wall. I saw a picture of this boy's body and I was like, ah! Land well. Then you see Fresh is lonely and everything like that. Okay. So and Myron, oh my God, this man wants to so bad for a white daddy. Okay, I know the word is zaddy, but he wants a white leather daddy, so I'm saying white daddy. He wants his white daddy acceptance and love. Why can't you just accept me as one of you? So they're all miserable. They're all unhappy. You cannot sit up here and listen. This is me. I said this to this woman who kept saying, "Oh, y'all was there," because I blocked that heifer, and she sent me an email, and I said, she was like, "I thought you was one of us." I said, "I was never a feminist, and not only that, I am not loyal to women just because of X chromosomes. I said, I wouldn't trust you heifers as far as I'm throwing you. I said, if you are not trustworthy and you think all men are evil, we're not going to get along. Because my husband is not evil. I am never going to be on... It's so frustrating in a way when I got to tell women, men are not your issue. It's your thinking. It's your lack of knowledge of how powerful you are. I don't have the problems you have as a woman. So clearly it's you. And also, I'm going to say something that probably is going to miss a lot of you, but I could not subscribe to the notion that the created controls the creatress. That makes no damn sense to me. And I told you all, men are not hard to deal with. But when you look at the men as the boogeyman, yes, they're stronger. Absolutely. Yes, they are the majority of homicides. Yes, they are the majority of R words, okay? But I still say there are ways of you all to protect yourself, and because women don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, that's the problem. I had a very uncomfortable conversation with a woman in reference to pew-pewing a person. A man is never a woman. So pew-pewing a man that would break into her house. And we were talking about gun safety and things, and she doesn't have any kids, so there's no excuse for her to not have a gun. And she says, well, I'm afraid that I may kill him. I was like, so? She's like, well, I would feel bad. So you rather be R-worded or taken out first? What's going on? So we had this conversation, and how she was like, well, I would probably just do my best to like hit him in the leg and stuff like that. So that's the problem with women today. You understand? When you don't have a warrior type of thinking. You only have, and I hope you have, and I'm giving you the benefit of doubt, you only have that warrior type thinking when someone's coming after your kids. Maybe. Okay, because I've seen some women just give up their kids for that. But, when you get to the point where you think like, oh, I'll get you before you get me, then yeah, you can eat with me. You can sit at my table too. But I don't look at men as the boogeyman like other women when I know the cheat codes to dealing with men. It's really not that deep. It really is not that deep. And I think I said this yesterday, right? I said, what? A woman's tongue is lethal. Hence why a lot of y'all won't say what you want to say when you're out, which is fine. You got to look out for your safety. But what did I also say about safety? Ladies, you got to walk in packs, or you got to have a piece on you. Trust me, I'm telling you from personal experience. It's a great equalizer. So, yeah, I want you women to be more aware and to know your power. There are male feminists, some outcome different. They are male. Oh, you said they are. Who's they? They are male feminists. Oh, wait. They are. You talking about Fresh and Fit are feminists for men or whatever. I lost interest. So this is why I want you guys to understand that if you don't look at men as something that's complex, we as women are complex, and we should own that. But you guys are just like, oh, the men do this and the men and the patriarchy, and I can't feed into that. When you know how powerful it is to be a woman and you use that power, you can't think on this level of, oh, but the men are gonna do the men. I can't relate to this.
Lashings, effectively banning healthy communication and growth. They tell men to get richer, get fitter, be better men, real men, as if those standards aren't already causing anxiety across the masses. Some men are coming into the manosphere already insecure, already depressed, and already feeling like failures, only to be told by their quote-unquote heroes that they just need to try harder, work longer, miss their families more, grow more distant, more cold, more abrasive, more alone. And this isn't just something that I've noticed. The anonymous users in Joshua Thornburn's earlier study noted that participating within the manosphere made their self-esteem worse than it already was. They internalized the messages of these so-called experts and came to view themselves as unmasculine, ugly, out of shape, and not making enough money to consider themselves real men.
And that's the way they keep getting money from them. You'll never amount to the high value man standards. So that way you can still keep staying with them and giving them money, giving them super chats to attack the women. Some people aren't comfortable with having power, but it's so nice. You know what? I totally agree, Inklet. A lot of people are not comfortable with having power, and there's a lot of people who are not comfortable using those powers. Those people need to go sit over there. I totally get it. Maybe they don't want to use it. Maybe they'll never use it. Maybe they're not comfortable right now and they're trying to feel their way in it. That's fine. But these people need to stay out of my way. I made a lot of women butt hurt yesterday. Blocking and blocking. I'm like, oh, you weak. Block. I don't. These women have a problem getting in the way of strong people. These are the same women who try to break up a fight between two men. And then they get clocked upside the head and they're like, oh. Let them fight. What's wrong with you? You're a woman. Can't break up no fight with no two big old men. Hell's wrong with you, dummy?
Don't care. It's actually in their best interest to sell insecurities back to these men. It's what makes them the most money. Even though they're demonetized on YouTube, they still do frequent streams, and they draw in new members by doing so. Large chunks of their content is on a different platform entirely. And on top of that, they still receive an exorbitant amount of donations from their audience. As they've gotten more successful and more rich, Fresh and Fit have only advanced in their violent rhetoric.
I don't think so now. I don't think so. I don't think they're more rich. I think Myron says he's getting out of the real estate business, and that's because of all the daggone squatters, and it's going into the negative, and then the property tax is going up. So that's declining. You understand they lost a lot of money when YouTube demonetized them. Now they're looking to do subathons through Twitch. They made a stupid announcement by saying that they're not going to stream on YouTube anymore. That's a big mistake. And that they're only going to stream on Twitter, Rumble, and Twitch. And with Myron spending all his listen, Myron's supposed to have all this money, but yet still, when he was making a lot of money, he wasn't living on social media like that. Not on Instagram. Now I don't know if he had. I think he didn't have the Twitter he has now. He didn't have when they were monetized. When Myron was monetized, y'all barely saw him. Y'all barely saw him have extra time for this, that, and the other. Now that boy lives on Twitter. And I thought to myself, somebody who doesn't live on Twitter, you can literally tell there's a time gap between me and being on Twitter. Cause I have a life. And I'm also working on my YouTube channels as well. And I'm like, how are you making all this money unless you are getting some residuals or some payback money for promoting these women as you pretending to take a crap on? I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But he doesn't act like a man who has a lot of money.
It's very clear now that they aren't doing this to better the lifestyles of men. They're doing this to make money. And they need to be even more reactionary, even more mind-numbing in their arguments in order to maintain that captivated paying audience. Myron and Simon are no longer curbing their negative speech. They've gone full mask off, as the kids say. They're rude, aggressive, and terroristically misogynistic. They're not here to be fair, though, because as their fallen soldier Kevin Samuels once said,
men don't care about fair. We conquer. It's winners and losers.
Straight up. Men don't care about fairness. We're conquerors. Yeah, they're conquering my nerves right about now.
Actually, it's true. I appreciate the honesty. And when you know that a lot of them think like that, you know how to act accordingly. This is the reason why I say I respect a white supreme pizza who lets me know he's a white supreme pizza. I don't respect the ones who secretly pretend to be for me or on my side or talking about they don't see no color. I hate those kind. I don't respect those kind. I like somebody who basically be racist with their chest. Because I know, I'm like, oh, okay, let me stay away from this person. So when someone has it out for you and they keep it to themselves, they are dangerous. When they literally let it out, yeah, we're conquerors. We're trying to conquer. This is the reason why me and Jasmine was laughing yesterday. We was like, you girls being nice, you're doing it wrong. This is the reason why we were talking. I said, girl, actually we talked behind the scenes and she won't mind me saying this. I said, hey girl, I've never been cheated on to my knowledge. Have you? She's like, no. I said, isn't it amazing that alpha women, we are not cheated on, and if we are, they did such a good job to make sure that we don't find out. Because there's always uncertainty in reference to the relationship with women like us. The black cat energy. We can do good with you or without you. It don't matter, but you're revolving around us. And so with the women who are doing all these pleasing, you just always doting on your man. These are the women who are like, I can't believe he cheated on me. I've had his babies. I cook, I clean. I give him good loving. I'm there to help him out with his business. I do the phone calls. I do his taxes. I organize his files. And he cheats on me with the intern. You do too damn much for him. That's the problem. That's the problem. So the thing about it is that, you ladies are too nice. And when we tell you that, hey, we don't have any problem, we never had problem getting men. We don't have no problem attracting them because we are bitches, because we are alpha.
I got a super chat.
This is the reason why. Y'all can look at my daggone replies and see how many men I cuss out all the time. And what do? I literally take a screenshot and say, this bozo is following me. because they want to break you. You are a challenge. And the reason why they say they're conquerors and y'all not paying attention, because if you are easy, you're nothing. There's nothing challenging about you. They're going to be bored with your butt quick, fast, in a hurry. But with women that are a challenge, they want to see if they can break us. They want to see if they can conquer us. And this is the reason I tell my young girls, keep your legs closed. Because if you got beauty and youth, what's the first thing they want to do? Lock your ass down with a child. And I should do a video about baby trapping because that's a problem. You all are missing out on your life because y'all sit up there and open your legs to some damn man who wanted to lock you down. Because guess what? Ain't much you could do when you have to stay home, take care of your child. Inklet, thank you so much for the $2. Missed your lives and your chat. Love y'all. Kick butt. Thank you so much. So they want to lock y'all down with kids. Because guess what? That's a notch on his belt. Got her. Ain't got to worry about nobody getting hurt. Got her. So that's what I want you ladies need to do. Keep your damn legs closed. Especially you're young, man, y'all got the world in your hands. You got the world in your hands anyway if you're a woman. But when you're young, you are pursued, I'm speaking from experience, by these older men who are fascinated with your youth. Okay? They think you're inexperienced. They think you're naive. Play dumb. Make them think you are just that. Don't tell them how smart you are. Don't tell them you're going to school to learn stem cell research, whatever. Don't tell them none of that. Tell them you're going to go to cosmetology school and you're going to learn how to do hair. You're going to learn how to do nails. All right? Dumb yourself down. And the more you play dumb, the easier it is to have them in your hands. And so I appreciate Kevin Samuels for saying men want to conquer. They damn well do. They do. Hashtag not all. Most of them do. And you need to keep that in your mind when you dealing with them. And this is what I'm saying. They giving you the cheat codes and y'all still crying about these men. What's wrong with y'all?
In one video, Fresh and Fit have an OnlyFans model as their guest. From what it seems, she isn't completely fluent in English and so doesn't understand a lot of the slang that Myron and Simon are using. When they ask her what her body count is, she kind of looks around like Adele.
What's my body count? What does that mean?
They consistently make fun of the way she speaks and even degrades her for having an OF.
What do you do for work?
OF.
She belongs to the street.
I'm just curious, like, who got you into the content? Was it just you doing it yourself, or someone said, "Hey, come on this platform"?
I have some manager that he helped me to figure it out and do my thing.
Oh, he didn't help you.
Yeah.
He kind of hurt you, but all right, cool.
Mind you, they have an entire video on their page co-hosted by a male porn star. Myron literally said in that video that
Anyone would want to be in your position, having sex for money.
Because you're chasing your dream, you're doing what you want to do. I mean, I think there's plenty of guys out here that would kill to do what you're doing, have for money. But
of course, men
Yeah,
aren't.
he's doing it with other men though. Imagine sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, I'm okay. You doing what you're doing. You're having, you're boinking and stuff for men in front of men, this, that, and the other." So like, this is what I'm saying. Myron. Anybody want to know how to make a good video? Listen, I'm gonna give because I don't feel like doing the legwork for this. But if you want to make a lot of money off of a video that will almost go viral, I'm gonna give you the recipe. Go to every clip where Myron is interacting with a man that he's supposed to yell at. The first one you should get is where he was at that seminar. And what was the name of the bald-headed ex-con that got up and started calling Andrew Wilson fat? What was that man name? And then Wes Watson. Wes Watson was unhinged. Did Myron cuss him out? Nope. Did Myron tell him to shut up? Did Myron call him a 304? Did Myron Frank cancel him? No. Myron was very calm and said, "Come on, man, let's calm down, this, that, and the other." And what West say? West said, "I don't have to be here. I can leave." And what Myron said? Nothing. Zoop. The second person he ain't had no smoke for was the daggone single baby mama guy. I don't care how much they wanna. I don't care how much these clowns, these knuckle draggers want to sit up here and try to convince you, ladies and gentlemen, that that guy was Frank Castled. He was not Frank Castled. He said he was going to leave. He cussed out and was very disrespectful to Myron, and Myron laughed it off. And it wasn't until he walked off that Myron tried to act a little bad, but he did not buck up at that boy like he has done tons of women. Also, the way he's handling Sterling Cooper. Sterling Cooper is a male 304 for the gay community. But guess what? Myron ain't got that smoke for him. Myron is like polish him off. Myron is telling him how great he is, how he would commend him. But when a woman talk about how she's for the OF, or let's not forget Neon girlfriend, how Myron was humiliating her, degrading her, and saying all kinds of crazy stuff to her because she does OF. You have to show the hypocrisy. Here's a bonus. Show how Myron deals with men in these white-only spaces. He is like a submissive boy. But when he want to talk to black women, he want to cuss us out. He want to call us all kinds of derogatory names. But when those white men call him the N-word with the hard R, he like, see, you don't understand. I think you guys should have your own space. And I did that. Please, master, please accept me. Please, white daddy. Please, please, white daddy. Please, daddy. I want to be your overseer so bad. I know how to call these black people the N-words with the hard R and my monkeys. And I even have a clan hood. Aren't you glad? Aren't you proud of me? Aren't you proud of me? You show the contrast in how he reacts to women versus men. That video will go viral. I just don't feel like doing the legwork. I got videos I'm supposed to be working on that I still haven't even touched yet. And I still got to start writing out the outline for the NLP that I'm going to be teaching you all. Because this is the thing. I'm going to be teaching the NLP technique, and then me and Thoughts are going to go over the War Room transcript to show you how they're implementing it to control women. So my roster is full right now, but if you want some good old AdSense money, there you go. Okay. And if you're really nice, you would, give me 10% of your damn ad revenue. So that's the thing.
Fair, they're conquerors. They're not people, they're conquerors. In another instance, Myron begins berating his guests, calling them stupid and saying that women shouldn't have the right to vote.
The reason why no one tells women they're stupid is because they want to answer them, but most of you guys are fucking stupid. I'm being very, very honest.
One party needs to die, and the other one can vote and not die.
That's why you guys shouldn't vote, in my opinion.
Why?
Yeah, and I told you all how to handle this. I had a stupid white man today tell me something. Excuse me, but why should it only be women? I think we all shouldn't pay taxes. And I'm like, you're the reason why I don't believe in race and IQ anymore. I'm like, do you understand that the reason why we're talking about only women is because the red pill is trying to remove the right to vote for women? Do you understand that this is a rebuttal to those idiots who said that they want to remove our right to vote? Because it's all about it. Ladies, listen to me. Look, hold on. Listen. All of this is karate, it's verbal judo. It's all about verbal judo. These men have gotten together to come up with got-yous, like your body count. Because this takes you off guard, you don't know what to say in in response, and then they say something, women shouldn't vote, or women and men are not equal, and you all are not used to verbal judo, to where they're trying to get one or gotcha. It's always a gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. But when you understand how to respond, and Jasmine showed you all how you respond to a lot of the dumb things they say, especially when you have statistics and facts over their feelings. They try to say that women are fatter than men. We have the CDC statistics to show that no, men are fatter than women. Then they want to sit up here and say women hit the wall when they get to 25, and then we show tons of men that look like crap after the age of 30, because they want to say men age like fine wine. But you can't name me one man in the red pill community that aged like fine wine. Not one. Not one. Richard Cooper looked like Santa Claus. A musclehead Santa Claus. Okay. Donovan Sharp looks like a pot belly, look like pot belly daddy of a Tyrone. Fresh, come on now. The little crusty one that's gaining weight. Myron has the ostrich beak, and he has lost his hair too. He has to have glued on. He has to get one glued on every, 6 to 7 weeks on his head. MLP got liposuction, veneers, and what else did MLD get? MLD got what? Liposuction, veneers, and what else did he get done to himself? Yeah, Gonzalo Lira. But first of all, even though Gonzalo Lira is dead, he looked like crap when he was in Ukraine. I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, Gonzalo Lira, Mr. Coach Red Pill, he looked like crap. He aged horribly with a big old Santa Claus gut. Oh, speaking of gut, what about Brian from the Whatever podcast? All these men aged badly. And we don't want to talk about Grandma Tamasha. All right? All these men look like crap. Coach Greg Adams looked like crap. All of them looked terrible. And they want to talk about us? And I want you, this is what I'm saying. It's all into doing this mind trick on you to make it seem like their problems is your problems. They're the ones getting fat. Those as a gender, not women, but they want to tell you're the one that's getting fat. They're the ones who are aging badly, okay, as a gender. But they want to sit up here and tell you that you hit the wall. You're the one aging badly, okay? They're the ones who are dying alone, but they're going to sit up here and say, you're going to die alone with your cats. The hell you are. And by the way, I have seen so many women say, if I die alone with my cats, at least they can have my body to eat on, okay? Women are like, I have no problem dying alone with my cats. At least my cats love me. And they can eat on, they can feast on my body as I These women said that they can feast on your body. Now, I don't want that to happen. I want you all, I told you, I want you all to think about the Golden Girls. I'm so sincere when I tell you ladies this. I want you ladies to think about having the Golden Girl retirement plan. Okay? I really do. Even if you're married, you're going to outlive your husbands, okay? All right. When you outlive your husbands, you should think, okay, all right, let's get my girls together and we're going to live in an apartment. We're going to live in a nice house together. Okay. You take care of each other. You be there. My heart hurt for that woman that died in Wells Fargo. Okay. Turned out she did have a family. But my heart hurt for that woman who died in the cubicle for 4 days and nobody went over there to go check on her. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all should not have that life. Please, I'm begging you ladies, please have one female friend that's going to check on you, that you love, she loves you back. You know what I'm saying? If you're not married, okay, if you don't have your best friends, because I will say some women have best friends in their daughters, and that's good too. So if you have a daughter that's of age and she's checking on you, that's also good. But I'm telling you, those of you, please, like, think about the Golden Girl retirement plan as you get older. Because I'm just saying, like, you cannot sit up here and let these men do you're the one that's getting fat. You hit the wall. You're going to die old with your cats and you're going to be miserable. Blah, blah, blah. It's all projection. It's all projection. No cats. Inklet said no cats to eat her in the cubicle. Cat would have checked on her. Cats would have checked on her, actually. That's actually true. The cats would have checked on her. Even if women hit the wall, what makes them think settling for them would make women happy? Facts. Facts. So, whenever they talk about women don't vote, the reason why I wrote what I wrote and I blocked them dumbass women who didn't understand where I was coming from, I am showing women what to say in retaliation to them saying they're going to we should remove women's right to vote. All of this is just a gotcha. Women shouldn't be allowed to vote. I agree, and we should never have to pay taxes. Boom, headshot. Then you got the dumb low IQ women telling me, well, it's voting is my right. I'm like, you don't understand the game here. Shut up. Go sit over there. Okay? Go sit over there where Josie used to sit. And put your helmet on. Take your medication. We are talking about what you would say in response to these clowns. We understand that it's never going to happen, but they are not talking about what's reality. They're talking about a hypothetical world. They are saying women shouldn't vote, and your response should not be triggered of, we are American citizens, we have the right to vote. You're going to get engaged in an argument, and you're going to make that little ding ding go, whoop. Men want to argue with you, ladies. It's the only attention that they are begging for as it is. You understand? I understand that when men piss me off, that I am really giving them a boner when I cuss them out. But what kills their boner is the fact that I blocked them. Now they still go get their Jergens lotion and they still jerk off to that. But guess what? The thrill is gone. They won't have an opportunity to engage with me anymore. Men want to argue with you because that's the way they can get the attention. Bad attention is still attention. Remember when they were little kids? What did the little boy did to the little girl to show he liked her? He made her cry. He pulled her pigtails. He threw dirt on her. Okay? He would color over her coloring book. He wanted to make her cry so he can hug her and say, I'm sorry. Because the Neanderthals don't know how to tell you how they can use their words and say that they love you and they like you. So they grow up and still do little things to make you mad because anger is still attention. Since they can't get love and attention from you, any attention will do. And this is what I'm saying. I don't understand how y'all just don't understand. It's so easy. It's all to get a reaction out of you. And I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm just block. What y'all saw what happened to me personally. When you block people, they lose their minds. Because what? They feel entitled to you and your attention. And it doesn't matter if you cuss them out. It doesn't matter if you call them all kinds of names. At least you're engaging with them. But when you cut that sucker off, it's amazing. And I shouldn't have got into the series. There is a series called, hold on a second. There is a series called, oh God, is it, hold on. There's a series that I want to start showing, and I'll probably show it on an outside time, but it shows it deals with crimes against women. And I saw 2 episodes today, and I thought, holy smokes, both episodes was like, these could have been preventable. These women could have been alive had they paid attention and not second guess themselves and did not care about hurting feelings. Okay, what's up, Monty? And it's on this computer, but I got so many daggone I got so many tabs, I can't find the tab that has it on. But it only focuses on crimes against women. Whether it's done by a boyfriend, a husband, a stranger, and on rare occasions, other women. And it's like, it's such a good teaching tool that I was like, man, we need to find a way of doing these on another day. Because I was like, I like to show you ladies ways that's going to protect you, make you live longer, but most of all, make you safer. And watch out for these, learn from other people's mistakes. But in the end, I just want to say that when it comes to these people saying stuff like we need to appeal the 19th Amendment and that women hit the wall, you should, and you know, you're a hoe, this, that, and the other. This is the reason why it was so important for me to bring on Jasmine, because these men get a reaction out of calling women hookers, hoes, and all this other stuff, 304s. Okay, now that we embrace those titles, now what? Now what? Like, seriously, now what? You a prostitute? Yup. Now what? Oh, you proud of being one? Yup, I'm paid. Now what? Oh, well, wait, you're a degenerate. Yup, now what? They got nothing. All right, let's finish this. What you say, Reverend? Hold on. Reverend said, I watch the true crime to learn too, but I be scared at night. Reverend! Oh, wait a minute, you live in a gun control state. Reverend, you got a pew pew? You ain't got a pew pew, because you live in a pew pew, anti-pew pew state. I did hit a wall once when I was really mad and drunk.
You guys don't have any skin in the game.
His forwardness is so drastically different from their earlier videos that it's almost scary. Simon, too, has become more unhinged over the years. In the
Walter.
Early videos, he was kind of quiet. And I think it might be a mix of Myron taking the lead in the conversation and Simon being kind of camera shy at the beginning. But in a recent live stream I watched, Simon was so rude that he reduced one guest to tears and caused another guest to leave the show entirely.
How did it feel when he ghosted you?
It still hurts.
W-mans. All right.
It's not.
Wait. Myron, what are you doing, bro? Myron, wait.
Are we done? She'll be back. No, she won't be back.
Go home, man. Just go home, man. Let's talk to it. Spend that shit. What are you doing here, man? Let's talk to it. Ain't happening at all, man.
All right, I will go then.
Yo,
That's why I said when they invited me on the show, I said, nah, I'll never come on there. If y'all want me, let's do it. Let's do it on a neutral platform. And if you want to know a debate that will go viral, me and Jasmine against Myron and Andrew Wilson. Can you taste the money? But they will never agree to this unless it's on their turf. They will never agree to this unless they can live stream it. Pearl would, don't even mention Pearl. You know damn well Pearl would never sign up for something like this, okay? So that will be, because they could never get away with something like this. And by the way, you know what I'm saying? No, they won't. No. They may need the money, but the money is not enough for them to be humiliated by women. Boom, headshot. See, that's what I need you to understand. They will never agree to a debate where they can't live stream it. Because whenever they lose, which is rare on their turf, they do a cope session with their audience immediately afterwards. But if you have a platform where it's me and Jasmine and it's him and Andrew, where none of us is live streaming, it's on the only person who's live streaming is the person where we at. That right there deflates them. I want you to understand these men have low egos to where they have to come to their chat to get boosted back up. And like if they lose to women, then they go, yeah, those 304, she's a whore anyway. She's stupid. Who cares about women? Who cares about this? Because they're very fragile. They're very fragile. They need somebody to make them say, oh, you feel good. You feel good. Boo, boo, boo. This, that, and the other. They need that.
No, he's trolling, man.
It's okay.
Oh.
Something else I've noticed is that Fresh and Fit have a habit of instilling.
And also, let me say this. If you're dumb enough to go on a show like that, I don't feel sorry for you. I know some of the ladies feel sorry for the women that getting their feelings hurt, but you knew what you was getting into. You know what I'm saying? That's like me going on a KKK boat and thinking that they not going to lynch me up. I'm the special one, guys. I'm the special one. What? This is what you call taking your poison with your mouth wide open. Excuse me, with your eyes wide open. This is what this called. So if you are bold enough to go on these shows, then you better handle yourself and you understand what you should expect. Just like Jasmine said that when the woman in the backstage said, guys, just agree with them and they won't mess with you. Guess what? The one that was the most agreeable was the one that gets clowned. That's what you get, ladies. If you're not the fighting kind, then sit your ass over there and make us some dinner or some lunch. Tender victuals. I don't care what it is. A lot of women are not meant to fight this. But those of us who are, let us do our thing. Stay out of the way. We don't feel sorry for these clowns. And we don't have mercy on them either. So, yeah, if they made you cry on there, good. That'll teach you to stay away from men like this.
Weird, easily debunkable lies within their content. Which, you know, I'm not judging off rip. Me and misinformation go together real bad. But of course, when we look at the Manosphere's brand of misinformation, we have to consider the intent behind it. They're purposefully spewing discriminatory falsehoods with the sole aim of upholding supremacist systems. In other words, they're lying to maintain supremacy. For instance, Myron once said that if women were to lead, the world would be sent back to the Dark Ages. It's so funny to me when a man who believes in the domesticity of the feminine says that a woman cannot lead. Your ideal woman leads a household, arguably the most important sphere of our lives, the only sphere that actually matters. I mean, the budget.
And also the first teacher is who? A woman. Your literal first teacher is a woman. Unless a woman gives birth to a child and then gives it up to a man who adopts it. I'm sure y'all seen that. It was the most scariest thing that ever. I was so afraid for that little girl. There in Spain, a man adopted a baby girl and was signing the papers holding that baby girl. I said, oh, that poor girl. Woo! That should be criminal. No single man should be allowed to adopt no baby. I'm gonna even say no single man should be allowed to adopt children ever. None. You single, not married, and first thing you want is a child? No. So, yeah.
The children, the food, the cleanliness, your emotions. If you don't trust women so much, why do you want them to be in charge of your very livelihood? But Myron, for what it's worth, is not a premature finisher. He just keeps going. He also once said that women haven't invented anything. Like, ever.
If we had women running the world, we'd
By the way, this is what she's about to teach right now is stuff I didn't know. look at the stuff, look at the people that she said, I didn't know a woman invented GPS. And it makes so much sense that a woman would invent GPS since we're the ones who are always asking for directions and men don't. I was like, that's awesome. Anyway, I'll let you guys let her tell you about women who invent things.
Still, they don't invent anything. They don't create nothing.
Not only have women throughout history been instrumental in the discovery and invention of significant items in our daily lives, women are also credited with discovering things that the manosphere seems so obsessed with. They peddle bioessentialism, which, if I'm not mistaken, is dependent on the discovery of sex chromosomes. A woman discovered sex chromosomes. A woman's research was also instrumental in discovering DNA, fun fact. And funnily enough, it was a woman who invented Kevlar, which might be—
A woman invented Kevlar! I did not know that! I did not know. When I saw that, I was like, a woman did that? You mean the 2 bulletproof vests I have at our house? A woman invented that? No, I'm sorry. That made me feel so proud. I had no idea a woman invented Kevlar. I had no idea. I'm sorry. I feel so proud that is a thing, right? So that was really good to hear.
Super important to Myron because, you know, Kevlar is used in bulletproof vests and other protective gear, which, if we take Myron's word for it, has probably saved his life while working as a Fed with Homeland Security.
Well, no, because he was I don't know why people think that Myron was on the field. Myron was behind the desk. Myron was not a field worker. He was not on the streets. Okay, he was not locking nobody up. He was not doing no investigation. He was doing paperwork.
That is before they made him choose between his career and a failing podcast. And he chose the podcast. Talk about poor intellect.
Well, most of you guys are fucking stupid. I'm being very, very honest.
I can go on and on about women's inventions and discoveries, chocolate chip cookies, the dishwasher, the literal Earth's inner core, but it's actually no surprise that so many manospherian dudes don't know basic information. And why they feel so comfortable making broad, wrong statements. I'd say
because women don't challenge them. And when I try to teach them, I'm very successful. When I teach them, it's the dumb ones that get in the way talking about something. Well, we should just tell them that we're U.S. citizens and we have the right to vote. Then I get the other ones to talk about, then I get the dumb men talking about something. Yeah, we don't mind basically you guys not voting and not holding political office and not working. I'm like, whoa, clown. I ain't saying nothing about no not working and no political positions. I said we don't pay no taxes in exchange for not voting. What part of your Neanderthal head forgot about that part? Did you not hear that? Do you not understand your reading? Do you need to get some hook on phonics? I said voting. And then they want to add other stuff in there. I strictly said, okay, we don't vote, but we don't pay any form of taxes. None. No tax whatsoever. Then they go, okay, as long as you don't hold no position. No. We will hold political positions. Also, and this is what I'm telling you women, you silly women who think that men are going to sit up here and renege on if we decide. Let's say, for instance, let's play with that. Let's play with that world of, okay, we don't vote and therefore we don't pay any taxes. First of all, the economy will just crumble to the ground. Not a problem, right? But let's pretend in La La Land that the economy doesn't crumble to the ground. Men are ruled by their ding-a-ling. Women will still hold office. And therefore, we understand, just like a lot of these what they're called PACs, these lobbies, just like these lobbies, they will initiate certain types of monies and favors in exchange of getting certain type of laws passed. As long as men don't have discipline, we ain't got to worry about them enforcing any laws that's going to go against women's interests. History has already shown that, okay? Because as more and more time goes on, there have been more and more laws, except for the most recent one. And I'm going to let you guys know as a right-winger, and everybody who's known my political views know that I am against anything about limiting the abortion. I've always said that. I am not about the whole thing about, oh, a woman got if she's pregnant past 6 weeks, she can't get an abortion. So I'm against that. Okay. I'm against that. All right. However, thank God that there are other states where women can go. But on another, I'm gonna talk about this on another level. You understand that before the surgical abortion, that women could have a spontaneous miscarriages based upon certain herbs that they drink, right? And what has happened with, I got to be careful when I say this because YouTube don't like this part, right? Remember when I said that religion is more male focused, where spirituality is more female focused? Medicine is male focused. It's quick to the point, but it's got a whole lot of side effects. Herbology, food, it's not quick. It takes a process, just like pregnancy. You just don't get pregnant and then boom, a baby come out. It takes anywhere from 8.5 to 9 months for that baby to come out, right? It's a process. So does healing. Taking a medication does not heal you. It suppresses the symptoms. All right? But when you take certain type of herbs, then you're going into a different type of healing and nourishment, detoxing, and building. And this is the difference between the two. So when man came in with medication, he killed the witches who knew what herbs to drink that will make you have a spontaneous miscarriage to prevent pregnancy, to stop you from having pregnancy. This is also in the Bible about drinking herbs and having a miscarriage. Okay, this has always been the arts of women, but we were demonized for having these arts and called witches. All right. And so if you understand all of the powers and the crafts that women have had throughout the years and how they have been removed and replaced by male-dominated things, you will understand. This is why I say I don't understand how you guys can't understand your power. If women understood herbology, they wouldn't really care. Although I understand, I don't like it either, but it really wouldn't make you afraid if you understood herbology and you understand that the same herbs that they took back in the day before they had before they ever had a situation, before they ever had a medical procedure like called abortion. You understand, back in the day, they just stick some herbs in here, stir it up, and you just drink it down, drink it down, drink it down. Next thing you know, you're not pregnant anymore 2 days later, or maybe the next day. Because you have been removed from who you are as powerful women. That's the problem I'm having with women today. Not understanding that you are more powerful than you think you are. And you have gifts that you are unaware of and you haven't tapped into. So, yes, I would love for the medical procedures to be accessible to women, after 6 weeks. But honey, baby, boo boo, if you understand the powers that our foremothers used, you wouldn't really give a bad eye. You wouldn't bat an eye because you're like, well, honey, I ain't got to worry about it. I know this herbologist, this queen, this woman, she knows how to make me something and I can go ahead and take care of this. And Big Pharma wants to destroy this craft. Big Pharma wants to destroy these arts. And that's why I had to move underground. All right. So I say all that to say is that, yeah, there are things that we have as women that we can use in our best interest, but it has been taken over and replaced by male dominant things that's not in our best interests.
To sort it out, but maybe the Manosphere doesn't get Wi-Fi. After all, it was the work of Heidi Lamar and George Antheil that made it possible for us to get Wi-Fi today. Woman. Oh, and Myron, when you drive to that hill that you're willing so bad to die on, and you get lost and need directions, you might want to pull out an old-fashioned map, because Heidi's work also laid the foundation for modern GPSs. But anyways.
Yeah, I thought that was so fascinating that that the GPS was created by a woman.
Okay, let's move on. As time went on, Fresh and Fit became their own pipeline. They went from being the bouncer at the door of the Manosphere to one of the extreme niches within it. They fit in right along with another prominent group of the Manosphere, the men's rights activists. Let's refer to them as MRAs. Like pickup artists, MRAs didn't just sprout up with the internet. You can find them as early as the 1960s, parading down streets with signs and microphones. Some MRAs of this time intentionally aligned themselves with the ongoing second wave of feminism. They joined the feminist organizations and made it their mission to challenge patriarchal masculinity, which is good. An interconnected movement is a movement that succeeds. But the same issues that were plaguing feminism during these early waves began to splinter the men's movement. Intersectionality was a concept lost on most of the activists. For instance, a lot of black feminists noted the oddity of black men campaigning against racism and fighting for their rights as men, while simultaneously expecting black women to remain inferior to them. Beyond just race, there were men within the movement who believed that feminism was ruining manhood and was oppressing men. Instead of aligning themselves with feminists to challenge the patriarchy, these men decided that true liberation would come from separatism. They needed a space away from the feminine, which was threatening to soften America.
Now what do you say if we form a new club and call it the He-Man Woman Haters Club?
Decades later, as the digital age took over, this rhetoric remained popular with MRAs. Today's MRAs believe that men are the true victims of systematic oppression. Not even just systematic oppression via the patriarchy. No, they believe that the woke, liberal, leftist, Coca-Cola, DEI feminists have taken all of the power for themselves, leaving men disaffected and alone. The evidence they provide for this is disproportionate military drafts, unfair monetary expectations, and the silencing of SA and DV victims.
Again, just like I said to these white supreme pieces who want to blame Jews for everything, I've said, you can't blame Jews for something that your people have started. Everything that you want to blame Jews for, I can always show that you're the one at fault. So anytime they want to say, well, look at our educational system. First of all, I don't believe a lot of these conspiracy theories. A lot of these are trash. But then if they want to sit up here and say, well, the Jews control the educational system. I said, did white people control the educational system? Yeah. Well, then how did you let the Jews take over? Well, see, here's the thing. It's Mossad and Israel and Netanyahu. But you're the majority, baby. You are the majority population. How did the majority allow an extreme minority take over? By the way, I don't believe this. This is not true. But if I'm gonna play with their game pieces, I'm gonna use it against them. So regardless if this is true or not, which is not true, I'm going to pretend it is and say, okay, if that's true, then how is it that you as a extreme minority allowed a small minority, we're talking about 1.7% of the population, how did they cook you like that? They ain't got nothing to say. So then when you got these men who want to blame feminism for the way that men for the position that the men are in today, I'm like, no. You cannot blame feminism and you can't blame women. Who started this? Men. And she's going to break that down. So I'm tired of people blaming others for their own incompetency, and they don't take accountability for the actions that they, for the problems that they created. And she's going to show this because they want to sit up here and blame feminism for the draft when it was men who made those laws in the first place.
Who are men. Now, as the scholars say, let's be so fucking for real. This evidence seems valid, right? It seems justifiable. Men are more likely to be drafted into the military per history. They are expected to be breadwinners. And there are people who don't view men as victims of SA or DV or in general. However, MRAs are providing us half-truths. Their larger conspiracy argues that feminism is to blame for all of these things, whereas I would argue that patriarchy is obviously at fault. Let's break this down, starting with the war argument.
One party needs to die, and the other one can vote and like not die.
That's why you guys shouldn't vote, in my opinion.
Why?
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. I like, you know what? So when they say that's why I think you guys shouldn't vote, I said, you're right. I think we shouldn't vote. And therefore, since we can't vote, we shouldn't pay no form of taxes. They got no combat for that. Because you understand when I say any and all forms of taxes, do you understand how heavily taxed we are? You have to pay inheritance tax. So if your great grandmama or your great grandpapa or your grandmama or your grandpapa or your mom and daddy, if they saved all this money and they put it in a trust fund or they put it in a stock account or anything like that, or they basically just handed it down to you, do you know how heavily that money is taxed? Let's not forget income tax. Let's not forget sales tax. Even when you buy something off of Amazon, you want to buy some lipstick, you still have to pay taxes. Do you understand how we would destroy this country if we did not have to pay any kind of taxes? I can go on Amazon and say, I'm a woman. Oh, okay, we don't have to charge no state tax and no federal tax. You go and get yourself some fiery Doritos, you ain't got to pay no taxes on that. You go get some shoes, you ain't got to pay no taxes on that. You ain't got to pay no taxes on your lottery winnings. You ain't got to pay no taxes on your business company earnings. You ain't got to pay no taxes on nothing. And something that I like, you ain't got to pay no damn property tax. Boom, headshot. Property tax is used to fund the fire department, the police department, and them damn schools. And you're saying that the women who own homes don't have to pay any property tax? And you think you're going to survive? You think society is going to be able to survive like that? This is why I want you all to start studying their arguments. It's easy to debunk. They're just doing this to get a rise out of you. Notice how these women are triggered by him saying, that's why women shouldn't vote. That's why women shouldn't vote. And they're getting upset. Don't get upset. Get even. Yeah, we shouldn't vote. And we're not going to pay taxes for that either. And I mean, when I say no taxes, I mean no taxes. Sale tax, inheritance tax, income tax, business tax, company tax, no tax. State, local, federal, no taxes whatsoever. Let's see how your country, and remember, ladies, we are the majority population in this country. You think this country is going to be able to survive on situations like that? And that's why I don't like these low IQ women getting in my way, because they don't understand how awesome that is to say, yeah, we don't vote and we don't get to pay no taxes. And like Reverend said, we put all our money in the mattress. And I didn't say that we couldn't hold office. We still run for office, but we just don't vote. And we can always get one of our simps to do what we want. We can always get one of our simps in office to do our bidding. Just like our foremothers got their simps to do our bidding during the women's suffrage. I'm telling you, ladies, I'm trying to get you all to think on another level. You must understand your power. You can get these men to do anything you want. You just have to know how to work it. And also, stop being unapologetic about it. We got this way through those simps. So there you have it. And listen, I'm going to tell you something. I love Melania Trump. Y'all know I love my girl. But you think if she wanted something to be passed, you don't think she ain't going to get Donald Trump to do it? Let's say, for instance, she says, Donald, I don't like this abortion bill. I want you to, well, she can't. No, Donald can't do nothing because the Supreme Court. Okay, so Donald Trump is pro red flags, right? Which makes him suck, right? So he likes red flag laws. So what, if our queen says, Donald, I want you to stop supporting the red flag laws, and I want you to make red flag laws illegal. But Darling, I don't know. I've been supporting it. It's been supporting it. Like the guns, China. I'm not going to repeat myself. Do it now. You think Donald ain't going to get rid of no daggone red flag laws? You seriously think he ain't going to get rid of no red flag laws? Yes, he would. This is what I'm talking about. When you look at Melania, as much as the thing that's powerful about Melania, y'all don't understand is that she hides her power level. Y'all think Donald Trump runs that relationship? Jokes! Melania Trump has black cat energy, honey. I don't care if Donald Trump loves to be the center of attention, okay? That woman runs that relationship. And that's what makes you powerful, when you hide your power level, when you don't try. Here's one thing I love about Melania. She don't care about being in behind the scenes. She don't care if it appears that Donald Trump is running things and he's in the spotlight, because he's a peacock. He wants to be seen. He loves the attention. Homegirl is dangerous in the shadows. You have to think that way. You have to have that mentality. Stop wanting to be on the throne and be the power behind the throne. Let the men run. Let the men rule. You just have access to their ear. That's what I kind of keep trying to tell women. Stop trying to be the center of attention and be the power. I'd rather be the power behind the throne any goddamn day. I don't want to be in front of everybody. I'm the queen. Bow before me. Do my bidding. No. Yeah, and guess what? As she embarrasses him, I don't know what's happening behind the scene, but she embarrasses him when he don't do right. She yanks her hand away from him when he try to hold it. She gives him that mean old scowl when he comes and try to hug her. Homegirl is a queen to the core. She is black cat energy. Ladies, this is what I'm saying. That's a powerful woman. A powerful, beautiful woman. And you always know a powerful, beautiful woman when other hyenas start attacking her. Boom! Headshot! That's all they do is hate on her. Why? All of the ugly women hate on the beautiful new girl. I've made this analogy so many times about how many times that when the pretty girl comes to the high school, exchange student, all of the popular girls that were there first and they were the it girls are now mad because now they got competition. Now they got somebody who is looking better than them and that getting all the attention. Telling you can learn a lot from her, our queen, Melania. Melania Trump came to the U.S. on zero visa, alien if extraordinary abilities, which is the hardest visa to get and the hardest path to citizenship. She is a queen and she knows 7 languages. Don't you mess with my girl. Don't you mess with my girl. I love Melania Trump. I love her because she exudes beauty and power. Look at Josie trying to give some daggone good information. That's a rarity. So I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all need to study powerful women. And she got good fashion sense.
Because you guys don't have any skin in the game. Men have to go into selective service when they don't.
A huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. It's like, where's the dominance here precisely?
In my last video, we discussed how men are taught to perform masculinity, especially in the West. This includes viewing themselves. What happened to the light? This includes viewing themselves as soldiers from a young age. They're given toy army men to play with in their youth. Their media heroes are often weapon-wielding violators who round up foreign bad guys. Even throughout history, companies have marketed guns to young boys as a way to become real men. On top of this, boys are socialized to believe in their own disposability. They're taught a confusing cocktail of rage, stoicism, and emotional disengagement. They're taught how to not get too close to anyone, almost as a way of preventing them from getting too attached to the world. And then, when they leave their youth and enter their early teens or early adulthood, they're primed by more nationalistic messages, telling them that good men die for their country. Good men join the army. Good men, true men,
this is a
don't
good
dodge
point
the
right here
draft.
she's
Not only
making.
do these messages manifest under the patriarchy, which decides how gender should and will be performed, but it comes from other men. Men who are in power over you,
Facts.
over other men, and over most
Facts.
of us. It wasn't a feminist who created the selective service. And I can assure you that it wasn't a visionary feminist who believes in war and sends men off to die in them. It's a patriarchal person, a patriarchal leader, perhaps even a patriarchal country. The draft goes back to the early history of the United States. You know, when eagles were calling and tea was getting thrown into the harbor and indigenous people of the land were welcoming pilgrims to have a nice sit-down Thanksgiving dinner. As early as this, men were expected to be a part of colonial militias. White, able-bodied, young-ish men. In 1792, 2 different militia acts were passed by Congress. The first made it so that the federal government could draft from state militias in case of war or threats from indigenous people. I mean, you just had a banquet with them. Why would they be upset with you? Unless the second Militia Act clarified the first, naming free, able-bodied white male citizens between 18 and 45 as required draftees. Now, why do you think these parameters were set? Let's use our thinking caps. It's the 1700s. This is realistically before the major waves of feminism took place. Drafts before this was also dependent on male-only soldiers. It's the 1700s. Feminists are not in charge of the government.
Yeah, there was no feminism back then. There was no feminist movement back then.
1700s. Feminism as a word did not even exist. Who were the only people with civic rights at this time? Able-bodied white men. Okay, and why is that? Because people of color, immigrants, women, and disabled people were considered undesirable by the country and therefore unworthy of rights. All right, and specifically for, let's say, white women, what was their responsibility and their expectations at the time? The home front? Why is that? Because the patriarchy determines women to be more capable of caregiving and homekeeping than combat. So women weren't drafted, they were expected to work and raise the children at home while the men went and fought. Okay, so white able-bodied men were considered from jump to be the only people capable of defending the country due to white supremacy, ableism, and patriarchy. So that rules
I
out
wouldn't say white supremacy. See, this is oh god. Okay, she's a libtard. I gotta excuse a lot of this other stuff. I agree about the patriarchy part because back then women had no rights. When I told you, and women couldn't hold office, women couldn't do anything. So that back then was a patriarchal government. But white supremacy, come on, girl, stop.
But why did these men have to go to war? Why not a group of presidents, or why not Congress? Why civilian men? I don't
because
know.
They're
I guess
poor.
maybe civilian men are deemed more disposable than like a president. Why? Why though? Why? Because they don't have the wealth or the power. Right.
That's always been the case though. What is the name? Da 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 da. Why do you always send the poor? No? What is the lyrics? Why can't they always send the poor? Why do you always send the poor? Hold on, I'm gonna think of this song. That's made me think about when I heard that song, Chop Suey, right? System of a Down, right? BYOB, right? Yeah. That song made me go, yeah, they only send the poor. Why do they only send the poor? Why do they only send the poor? They only send the poor. They only send the poor. It's rare that some songs make me just stop and just turn the song off and go, yeah, why do they only send the poor? I remember when I first heard that song many years ago, I was like, it was like something that I never thought about before. To where you got the rich people who would get their kids to dodge the draft or to go to school to go to school to be officers, so they could just basically stay in the office and they don't never have to be boots on the ground. And that comes with money. It comes with class privilege. So, yeah, obviously. Yeah, BYOB, System of a Down. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat.
And why do you think our government would do that? Why would they sacrifice young men, someone's child, someone's father, all in the name of war? Because even though men are considered privileged by the patriarchy, the ones who benefit the most and who have true power over all of us are those at the top. They gain wealth and land from participating in wars, but are too cowardly to do so themselves. And so they prime young men from birth to believe that fighting useless wars for a country who does not actually care about you is the only way to be accepted and self-actualized. Exactly. Who sponsored and signed these draft requirements?
Men!
Men in the government. Men with power. Sometimes presidents, sometimes senators. Feminists? I don't really. Women? Bingo! Be mad at your government, not the random woman on your screen. First point. Second point.
Okay. Oh, good point. Okay, I like that. I like what she just said there. Everything what she just said there, I co-sign that. It was men. So you can't sit up here and blame women or feminism, for men. And I even defended feminism yesterday when somebody said, well, it's because of feminism that you are. No, what he said, that's what you get for embracing feminism. And I said, baby, I'm going to always be happy that feminism gave me the power to buy my own house. This is not the house I live in. This is the house I work out of, right? Okay. I bought this house. I didn't need a man to do that. Once upon a time, we were not allowed to buy property. We were not allowed to have a bank account without a man. All right. So it's a lot of stuff that we were not allowed to do because we were women. And feminism, first wave, second wave, did a lot for women that I'm gonna always be appreciative for. So I was kind of like dumb in the beginning of in my early political career, thinking that feminism was evil. But first of all, I don't get down with third and fourth wave feminism. Hey,
where are the white women at?
Oh, thank you, Joe, for the $25. You didn't write anything. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But and the reason why I said I don't get down with the third and fourth wave feminism is because they're the ones that allowed men to come put on a wig and put on lipstick and come in there talking about, I'm a woman. These women done lost their mind. Also, I don't get down with the whole, oh, he looked at me wrong, so I'm going to file R-word charges. Not on my watch, honey. I said flowers since Kevin was being salty. Oh, hold on. Did you really? Why didn't it say that? Hold on. Let me go look at it. No, it didn't show any flowers, Joe. I'm sorry. Thank you for giving me my flowers since Kevin. Kelvon is just salty. That's all right. We lick his tears. We love salty tears. We love salty Kevin tears. Yeah. All right.
MRAs tend to argue that feminism is softening men while contradicting themselves by stating that feminism is at fault for hardening men.
Right.
War and violence are considered staples of patriarchal manhood. We know this because war and violence are historically marketed and associated with patriarchal manhood. The way society tries to sell gender back to you is how it expects gender to be performed. Therefore, soldiers are the peak of Western masculinity. How can feminism be at fault for making men soldiers, aka the standard of men, if you claim feminism to be the antithesis and enemy of manhood?
Facts.
Which is it? And let's just say that your argument isn't that feminism is at fault. Maybe you just think that men have it worse than women, and the draft is simply an example. Why is that women's fault? Why are they the target of your frustration? If you truly believe that men face systemic discrimination—
Because they're jealous. They jealous because they ain't us. That's all that is. And like, who was that said that yesterday? You know what I'm saying? If we were living in such a hard patriarchy, why are so many of them trying to be women? Okay.
And why aren't you mad at the system? Women don't even benefit from the draft. Not only does it steal away their loved ones, it was created with the goal of excluding women, disabled people, and minorities. Because America doesn't think these people deserve rights. Women don't benefit from the militarization of America. Women are killed across the world due to war and conflict. Women of color are gunned down by militant police in their own homes. Women are killed while serving in the military, and the men who do it have their crimes covered up. Women don't benefit from the military machine or the war machine, just as men don't benefit from it. So why—
Okay. We're gonna stop here, cause she's about to get into Jordan Peterson again. I think she does. Hold on a second. Either so, we probably finish the rest of this tomorrow. Let me see.
Is a black man, he's automatically considered hypermasculine. Since power and toughness define patriarchal masculinity, his hypermasculine identity asserts that.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of more in here that I want to go over. And then she gets back on Jordan Peterson again, and then that's when I lose interest. I don't know why she's so hyper fixated on Jordan Peterson, but this was really good. Besides the whole Jordan Peterson thing, the rest of this was really, really good, as you can see. So let's do a cool down. How long? That shizzle. How long have I been streaming? I'm guessing the flower icon throws stream elements off. I'm cooking at my sister's, so I'm listening periodically. Okay, cool. 2 hours and 50 minutes. Okay, almost 3 hours. Jeez, I went a little over. Thank you, James. Thank you, that shizzle. All right, guys, let's do a cool down. Oh, okay. Thank you. See, TJ, I just forgot that quick. Okay, see, we got time for Nick Avocado. Okay, hold on. All right, guys, I forgot that quick. See, TJ, I'm glad you reminded me. What?
2 steps ahead. I am always people consuming anything that they're told to consume. So I am the villain.
Oh my God! Did he take Ozempic? I refuse to believe that this boy got on a treadmill. He started eating. He lost weight. Wait a minute. Was he showing over? Wait. He's been going after this for 2 years? Sue says it's AI. Hold on. He lost weight within a 2-year time frame. He was showing old content for 2 years. It's a deep fat. What a genius idea to show old content for 2 years and then come out. Wow. Oh my God. Hold on though. He's super skinny though. Okay, give me the cheat code. What did he do? What did he do to lose this much weight? Those of you who've seen this already, come on now. What did he do? I don't think this boy is going to no gym. If he only released this video while you were critiquing Trisha Paytas the other, I know, right? Good gosh. He doesn't say, oh, Ozempic. Guys, don't take Ozempic. Don't listen. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I know it's sounding like it's a good thing to take Ozempic, okay? Don't do it. Trust me, the side effects is going to come and haunt people later down the road. Trust me on this.
And you will continue to consume these stories about me, year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain. Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants. Influence the ants. Brainwash
Woo,
the ants.
16 million views, baby. Woo! Okay, he looked like a serial killer. Okay, I just want to show that. Right? I'm just saying the whole skinhead thing. I'm not feeling that. He lost a lot of weight though. How much weight did he lose? He lost 250 pounds. Gastric bypass is more likely than Ozempic. Oh, you know what, Laura? I can see that. Okay. But he has, you know, if he got gastric bypass, he had to have stayed with a good diet to be this skinny.
Today I woke up from a very long dream. And I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring.
Because this is a video you put up yesterday of you eating pizza. Hold on. Not that I know this personally, but yeah. Oh, God. Okay, this is 7 months ago. Hold on. Where is his other channel?
Hi.
What is his other channel? He has another channel. I can't keep up with all his channels. See, Nick has another channel, and I saw that.
I got a super
I
chat.
saw him. It's not this channel. I saw him eating pizza, talking about something. His life is not going right. Why does he sound like a knockoff Joker? I don't know. He's being extra dramatic. I'm about to fast forward a little bit. Maybe even make him a little faster. I got him on 1.5 and he still sounds slow. Oh, thank you, Savage Sweetheart. Yeah, hold on a second. It might be on this channel. Hold on a second. Oh, I might want to look at this one.
This video is going to be really...
Where's the pizza one? This is not the... Holy smokes, man. Was it a YouTube short or what? Hold on. I want to...
Welcome to Nikocado 2. This is my second channel, and I hope you consider subscribing because I don't even know if people like me or if they want to hear from me. I haven't made a video for like 2 years, and this is where I'm posting now on this channel, so I hope you consider subscribing if you want. I'm actually posting more next week, so yeah, that would mean a lot to me. Mr. Noodle loves his morning back scratches. Yes, you do. Oh, you love it. He gets so excited. He loves being pet.
So is he... Oh, you kissed the... I'm so afraid of kissing a bird on his beak because their beaks are so sharp. And boy, if they bite you, you're going to bleed on your lips. That's a brave thing to do. Kiss a parrot on the beak. I will pet a parrot, but I ain't going to kiss no parrot. Them beaks are sharp, baby.
Today we're having cheesy ramen noodles. They are actually going to be wheat pasta noodles, not ramen. And Mr. Noodle's going to be joining me. And you're going to eat with me, aren't you? Yes, you are, Mr. Noodle. Oh, he's so cute. So, welcome to my second channel. Good morning. Come here. Yeah. So I'm going to actually make the ramen in the spaghetti in a couple of hours after I wake up a little bit more. And thank you for being here. Let's get started. Come here, my baby. Oh, you're so cute. Want more back scratches? You want more back scratches? Yes, Mr. Noodle. You love your feathers, pet. Yes, you do. You love your feathers, pet. Yes, you do. Oh, Mr. Noodle. You're so cute.
Don't kiss him no more!
Okay. I love you. I love you, Mr. Noodle. Yes, I do. I love you. I love you. I missed you. Hey, Mr. Noodle. Yeah.
Oh my God! The bird is eating noodles. Is that proper? Who has a bird? Is this proper bird food? Is this what? Is this proper bird food? You're not supposed to feed a bird that. I wonder if he has loose skin removed. There's no way he did. Yeah, absolutely he had loose skin. He probably did have it removed.
Hey, I have to go first. We are having spicy cheesy noodles. These are made with Takis habanero. And you can kind of see it in there as well as paprika. And it's a ton of cheese. A ton of cheese. Oh, Mr. Noodle. This is like 5 pounds of cheese. This is a lot. This is probably over 5,000 calories of cheesy noodles. And I'm really excited to eat these. Oh, Mr. Noodle. What do you think? What do you think?
Don't give that bird none of this stuff. Oh my God.
We're gonna have to find out
this
together.
Is animal abuse.
And I also want to add a little bit of black sesame seed. It kind of looks like the things you see on everything bagels. Yeah. Go ahead. Have a bite. He just wants to eat the chopstick. He does that every time. He just wants to eat the freaking chopstick.
Yeah,
Yes,
even a
Mr.
bird
Noodle.
know that this is disgusting.
I love cheese. Da-dun. I love cheese. Da-dun. We love cheese. Da-dun.
That bird though. Oh, thank God the bird doesn't want this stuff. I'm so happy that the bird doesn't want to eat this mess.
Yes, we do. Oh my God. I'm gonna eat all this. Oh. Go ahead. Have some. I'm gonna have some with you. If I can get it out.
No, bird, don't eat it. Don't eat it,
I
Mr.
know,
Bird.
it's so long and pulley. This is pretty crazy, actually, trying to get this all out. I finally got myself a thing. Cheers.
I'm so upset that the bird is eating this junk. I am. I'm so. This is animal abuse. I'm more concerned about this bird eating this stuff. I don't care about Nick. I care about the bird. Okay, I'm upset about the bird. Okay, this is just all that cheese, Foodie Beauty, and Amber Lynn can learn. I don't care about them heifers. Okay, I do not care about them heifers. I don't. BLM Black Bird Lives Matter. Facts. At least he said it was wheat pot. It's cheese, Kim. Kim, it doesn't matter if it's gluten-free pasta. He got a bunch of cheese on it. Cheese is not good for birds. Birds are not supposed to eat cheese.
What do you think? Here I go. Cheers, everyone, to a new era.
Okay. Oh, great. He gives the bird some carrots. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. All right. He's giving the bird some carrots.
Okay, I got Mr. Noodle his favorite. His favorite. This is mushy peas, as they call it in British.
Oh,
But
they're
it's not really
peas.
It's sweet potato. It's his favorite thing now.
It's sweet potatoes.
Cheers. Yeah, you like it, mushy peas.
Oh, look at him eating sweet potatoes. Okay, now this makes me feel happy. I need to black out this. I don't want to. I'd rather see the bird eat than seeing Nick Avocado eat this. I can't. I'm looking at evil and beautiful at the same time, and it's making me upset because I want to focus on the bird, but I'm hearing Nick slurping these daggone constipated. This is gonna make you constipated, right? I want you to understand. All this cheese is gonna make you constipated. But at least the bird is eating some real food.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like mukbang. I can't. Ugh. I love to see animals eat. My husband and I, before I left to go to my friend's wedding, we literally watched a panda bear eat bamboo. That's it. Just watching the panda. It was the most relaxing thing ever. I don't want to see humans eat. I can watch animals eat all day, every day. But watching people eat is disgusting. Hold on now. So I don't want to watch this no more. So I'm going to cut this off. Oh, God. So this looks like, okay.
And irrelevant. People. People are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet.
Projection.
And yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone.
Yeah, that don't look like a serial killer to you. Guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, he's going to eat in this video too? With the parrot?
The joke's on you.
Stop kissing the bird! He need to go to jail for kissing the bird. I don't like this. Stop kissing the bird. Who here kissed him? Listen, is it me? I don't like him. Listen, I think this is abuse. Vanessa said that's how bird flu started, bro. Oh man. Woo! Oh gosh. I don't know about his husband. Gosh, man. I'm just so disgusted. Like, stop kissing the bird in the mouth. I believe the piece of video is on TikTok, but it's an old video from January before he posted this weight loss. Okay, so that's where I saw the piece of video from. Okay.
Oh, you're so, yeah. Oh, you're so cute.
Look at that bird's cussing him out in his head. Nasty ass people.
How many years were we separate for? Too many, yeah. I know, my baby. I know. It was just a dream, Mr. Noodle, wasn't it? Yeah. It feels like a bad dream. But we woke up. We woke up. Yeah. We're so excited. We woke up. Yay! We woke up from the bad dream. And I'm back. And Mr. Noodle is back. And here we are. We're back home, Shooby-Doo. Say good morning, Mr. Noodle. Hey, how's it going?
Wow. Wow. Look at him.
Welcome to my studio. For the second time.
Stop kissing the bird!
So good. And we're going to do it again. And I'm really excited. And yeah, it's kind of crazy doing this again, but that's life. We just placed the order, so we'll pick it up and we're going to have some lucky noodles, aren't we, Mr. Noodle? Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Noodle. I think Mr. Noodle really likes being in here. What's that, Noodle? What's that?
He's eating some onions, right?
Oh,
Yay.
so you get a taste test before I do. This is like kind of not fair. Oh, Mr. Noodle. Oh my God. Here, let me give you your mush. What? Here. Try some of this.
You don't want to eat that.
Oh my God. This is the life. This is the life.
See, the bird is eating vegetation. The bird doesn't want processed food. This is how you can learn a lot from animals like a bird. Okay, they have natural vegetarian diets, but I think, do they eat eggs? Yeah. I seen a old dame. She passed away, unfortunately. She the only time she fed her parrot vegetables, fruits, and sometimes eggs. Like, she would fry eggs. and she would fry eggs and then give it to her parrot. But I'm like, the bird doesn't want this old processed MSG sodium written, like this he's a POS trying to feed this bird this junk food.
Oh my gosh, this looks incredible. Mr. Noodle. Oh, I gotta have this. This is worth my soul. This is worth everything.
And you covering up all the daggone onions for Mr. Noodle.
He seems to like it too.
No, he doesn't.
This is
He's
why
not
I
even.
live life.
He's not
I
even
love
eating it. He's
spicy black bean noodles.
Yeah,
And, by
he's
the way,
not even
if you're doing
eating
right
it.
well,
The
Mr.
bird's
Noodle
not
can't taste
eating
spice.
it.
They don't have the receptors for it, and actually, spicy pepper is really good for their immune system. So, the vet and people they always recommend to give. So I'm just kind of mixing this around since I put those toppings on it. But it's incredible. Now I'm also going to have to put a little bib on because this is about to get real wild.
Does he give the bird some real food? Oh, again, he gives the bird some real food. Thank God. What is he giving them? Hold on a second.
So I'm just kind of mixing this around since I put those toppings on it. But it's incredible. Now I'm also going to have to put a little bib on because this is about to get real wild. Ooh, you love your mushy peas.
Okay, so giving the bird some peas.
Cheers, everybody, to a new era. We were all just dreaming. Cheers.
Okay, nope, that's where I stopped. He just need to show a video of the bird eating. I don't want to look at him eat. Does he show a picture of his body? Does he show?
Wow. I'm patting my lips because they're kind of like...
He ate all of that. Oh my God.
All spicy. If I rub them around too much, it might hurt. We did it. Look how red my lips got. Wow. Thanks for watching my black bean noodle mukbang. And I hope you enjoyed your food if you ate with me, which you should have, because that's what mukbang is supposed to be. That's what it was originally for, and that's what I'm trying to bring back to the internet. And I love being a mukbanger. I love food. I like eating food. And I like being here. So let me know what you think. I guess that's it.
He ate all of that. Chat, don't do that. Don't. Oh my God. Don't do that. Don't do that to your boy. Don't do that to your body. Oh my God. He ate all. Oh my God. Oh my God. He ate all of that in one sitting. Oh. 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 Oh God. No way. I feel so dirty. How could y'all watch stuff like that? Like seriously, that's a sincere question. I cannot watch mukbang. First of all, I just can't watch somebody eat. And he ate first of all that starch, all those carbs. Let's not forget the MSG and all that sodium. And it looked like that was teriyaki sauce. So you had sugar in there too, but more sodium than sugar. Oh God, dude. It helps if the food actually looks good. That food could have looked awesome, Spirit Plan. I still am disgusted. Like I am literally, first of all, I'm happy that he lost a lot of weight. Can we see something not so now? Oh, that's all right. I took it off, Michael. That's okay. I'm trying to think, is there a food I could watch somebody eat? No. When I was preparing for bodybuilding competition, I like to watch people make the food, not eat the food. Like what's the white woman I like, even though she racist, I love her and her racism, who would put a bunch of butter in stuff. She always had that twang. What's her name? Now y'all can help me with names. Paula Deen. Yes, Miss Paula Deen. What's up, Mr. Milky? Paula Deen. I love me some. I religiously watch Paula Deen. I don't care if she made black people walk into the back. Hell, they should have. Paula Deen putting all that butter and stuff. Oh my God, it was so. I thought you never forgot her name. I'm Bella. Don't you stop here trying to check me, girl. I don't want to remember her name, so I'm making y'all tell it to me. Okay, that's why I said, what's her name? That's why, because normally, notice I didn't try to remember her name. I didn't try to remember her name. Bella, you hating ass. What are you trying to compete with Raveneer to be a hating ass bitch? Oh, that's a nice song. Hating ass bitch. Trying to be fair to a hating ass bitch. Hating ass bitch. Ow, hating ass bitch. Hating ass bitch. Hating ass bitch. Hating her bitch. Hating ass bitch. Yo, sticking on him. Hating ass bitch. Oh, being in my business. Hating ass bitch. Yo, hating ass bitch. Tree could probably do a smoothie mukbang. Yeah, you just drinking that. You ain't eating it. That's gonna be my ringtone. Yeah, Bella trying to take your throne for being a hating ass bitch. Hating ass bitch. Oh, hating ass bitch. Trying to be what hating ass bitch. Getting on Tree nurse, hating ass bitch. I tell you what, yeah, hating ass bitch. Ugh. I'm sorry. I could never. I'm sorry. I didn't eat none of that food and I feel like throwing up. I ain't eat none of that food. I feel like going to the. All right, guys. I went over. TJ, thank you so much for telling me to go there. That was, although I'm disgusted, I'm really shocked. He looks like that. 2 years. See, ladies and gentlemen, because he was morbidly obese. And I don't know if he did this through. I don't know if he did this. I don't think. Hold on, guys. I don't think he got. Hold on. I take that back. The way he ate all of those noodles, I don't think he has a gastric bypass because he wouldn't be able to eat all those noodles. Bella, not $20. Here's for being a hating ass bitch. I love when hating ass bitch. Okay, give me some money. Hating ass bitch. Hating ass bitch. Yeah, I don't think he got a gastric bypass. You understand, if he had a gastric bypass, he wouldn't be able to eat all that food. So, nah, he don't have a gastric bypass. He didn't get a gastric bypass, sorry. He did. Oh, Ozempic. And maybe some exercise. So, for him to do that, he probably went on a vegetarian diet, Ozempic, and probably did some walking. So he did what Boogie couldn't do. Yeah, but Boogie got gastric bypass. Well, you know what? You're still right, Suits. You're still right. You're absolutely right. He did what Boogie couldn't do because Nick didn't get gastric bypass surgery. And Boogie got gastric bypass surgery and he's on Ozempic. So, well, he used to be a health nut, so it's probably old habits and Ozempic. That's true, because, you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I revert back to my old ways when I was a lift nut. He took the injections along with fasting and exercise program. Fasting to do it. How you know, Bella? Did he tell you? Or did you read that somewhere? Let's hope he's doing jump cuts and actually throwing out that food instead of eating it. I didn't even go stick around to see it. Boogie's still like, yeah, Bella spent all that money on Ozempic and now he's going round two. Oh, Mr. Milky, I need to respond back to your DMs. I think you misunderstood me. There's no juice mask. I must have mistyped. I must have made a mistype. I think that's what happens. No, I'm talking about a juicer. I got a juice. Actually, as a matter of fact, y'all want to hear something? I juiced some watermelon and I put it in a mason jar and I put it in the refrigerator and I miscalculated the daggone shelf and it fell on the ground and broke. And all that watermelon juice, that fresh watermelon juice, went all over the floor. And I had to quickly get the dog because there's glass in that. Because now you smell that. He smells that sweet juice. So I had to go get him and put him in the garage as I clean that up. I was nearly crying as I was cleaning that up because I was like, I spent all that time juicing that watermelon and it's on the floor. BioWare? Is it BPA free? Hold on. Let me see. Thank you, Kawan. That's very nice, actually. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm serious. I'm like, that's a big loss. This ain't BioWare, ain't no glass stuff. What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know why I even Googled that. That's not even what I was looking for. Warfare. Okay. Yeah, it was important because you know the dog's always in the kitchen. Yep. Anyway, and
I'm sure the juice is on watermelon heaven right now. Folded hands.
Yes, it's in watermelon heaven, dude. Oh my God, that hurt my heart. Oh, that hurt my feelings. The juice crossed to the rainbow bridge. Okay, I'm not going to tolerate much of these jokes about my dearly departed watermelon juice that I spent a lot to juice to have a delicious watermelon juice. Okay. So God, I hated that, dude. So just, oh gosh, oh my God, that you bought. And actually, this watermelon is a little smaller, and watermelon season is about to be over because this watermelon wasn't that sweet. And the reason why I put it in a mason jar is because I was going to mix it with pineapple juice. That's too sweet. So I was going to put like 2-part watermelon juice with 1 part pineapple juice. And once I spilled all my watermelon juice, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to drink some nice old good old H2O. After I clean this up. And that's what I did. I punished myself, chat. But yeah, I'm doing the juicing and everything like that. Only a black woman would be crying over watermelon. Keep hating, okay? Watermelon is delicious. And let me tell y'all something. We can have all the watermelon, but y'all be wanting it too. All right, guys. So tomorrow, cross your fingers. I still didn't go in the Discord. I know you guys pinged me in the Discord. I haven't gone in the Discord. Sprinkle, sprinkle!
Yep. Sprinkle, sprinkle, _ tater fire, _ tater fire, _ tater fire.
Thank you, Morgan. I haven't been in the Discord. Sorry, guys. I've been so freaking busy. Oh my God, I've been so busy. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna do my best because I gotta edit that interview between me and Jasmine. And because we said a lot of nasty things, that's going to take 4 hours to edit. Because I gotta put her pictures and stuff like that. You know, I gotta do all that good stuff. So yeah, no gym for me. It's all work. So tomorrow, cross your fingers to see if I will edit. And maybe I'll hope that O'Shea Duke Jackson will upload the video so I don't have to worry about editing. But if not, then I'll edit the damn thing myself. So anyway, it is what it is. Because I got the copy of the video, so it's just require me editing out. The interview is rated R. It's really rated R. It's just, and I got a lot to edit. So, okay, guys, you got a long stream today. So let's see what happens tomorrow. And I'm gonna go ahead and take off. Go get me some. I think I am gonna make my soda water, whatever, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow here. See if we can get close to 6 o'clock. If I can get on the camera. If I don't get on the camera, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get there early. And if Kevon still want to play hard to get, I'll start it at 3 o'clock. Say I won't. 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 I'll do a stream at 3 p.m. Okay, spirit plant, baby, boo boo. All right, guys. No, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I'll be doing it 3 p.m. That's right. I'll be like, yeah. Welcome to the afternoon tater tot show. All right, guys. See y'all later. Bye. Later, taters.